to them. The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys.
And
Chicken
that's the
kilo.
patcher. Ooh. Where you putting that? Ooh, ow.
Ooh,
Ow, my eye,
just
my
a
eye,
little.
my eye.
Hey.
The all-seeing guys.
Sick kid inside me and it hurts, yes, inside me and I'm crying inside me, but
Ash and gravy, please, on my tits.
Scusi.
Fablissimo!
And welcome to All Seeing Guys. I am Greg.
I am Joe. You seemed really confused.
I know.
You're just like, I don't know where to go from here.
Welcome to what is essentially our first cop-out episode.
Ah, yes.
We haven't
Remember
done a
those
cop-out.
episodes of Saved by the Bell? They'd all be in a room and then it would just cut to clips from the entire season you just watched.
I mean, it's not a complete cop-out episode. We did put out our best of earlier in the year.
More like it's more like extended stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, we put out a clips episode earlier in the year, but we didn't put that out as a main. We put that as a bonus episode in between two normal episodes.
Yep.
This is going to be a regular episode, but it's not going to be Clips Show Part 2. This is a bit different. This is going to be, whenever I'm editing episodes, especially of guests, I usually do cut quite a bit out. Not because it's not funny, mostly because I don't want them to go on for 3 hours. So I do cut quite a bit out of episodes. And what I've done is I've kind of looked up old funny bits and unused sound clips, and I've compiled a little clip show of unused and extended conversations we've had. Mm-hmm. There's also some random stuff in here. I found on the Zoom mic a night me, you, and Harry Bone were in the pub, and you're playing pinball. Me and Harry are just there talking to you while you play pinball, and you're really annoyed we're doing it. And anything with
Yeah, 'cause
Harry,
I like to concentrate when I'm playing pinball. I'm trying to get a high score, man. Like,
and anything with Harry Bone is gold, so I
Yeah.
had to throw it in. And again, I'll say this: if you're not a regular listener and this is the first episode you've clicked play on, I wouldn't start with this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
you
go
can,
back.
but I wouldn't start with this one. I'd go back and
go
listen
back
to a couple more.
go back to like episode 5. Start at episode 5.
Wow,
We were
that's
comfortable.
old.
we were comfortable then. It took 5 episodes for us to find our groove.
I'd even be like, I can go back and just pick random
Number 1.
episodes. Just go to random episodes. But yeah, don't start with this one. Ease up, build up to this one. For those who've been listening the whole time, you might actually, I'm sure you enjoy this episode because you're going to hear some old favourites and some stuff you've not heard before.
Yes.
Stuff that I didn't even know
Now
existed.
I know what you're thinking. If it's been cut out of an All Seeing Guys episode, it must be vile. It's not the case.
Some of it is, to be honest with you, some of it is quite vile. It's been no secret that from past episodes you've heard, we've been bulk recording in anticipation of my wife Elizabeth, who actually features on the Uncut episode,
Excellent.
pending birth. And I'm fairly sure, I'm positive, by the time this comes out, baby would have been long born.
Well, yeah, this is like.
She's actually, at the time we're recording this, she's actually due in a couple of days.
Yeah, man. I was thinking about that the other day. I said to Sarah and Ed, I was just like, the weekend. I'm telling you, this weekend it's happening.
I'm glad it's not because we.
Yeah, and then I
realised.
realized we had a load of shit to do, and I was just like, oh fuck, I hope it's not this weekend.
But we're not completely copping up. Before we go into the clips of unheard sound, I want to say footage is the wrong word, audio. We are still going to go in with Geezedropping. So strap in as we listen to what we've overheard strangers talking about.
Strap in and strap on, my friends.
Geezedropping.
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
So both of mine involve buses.
Of course, that's where you hear most of your
Yes.
geese work.
But only one of them I was waiting to get on the bus. And I get there and the driver was like, the bus is the first stop where it leaves after work. So the bus driver usually stood up outside the bus driver having a cigarette or mainly on their vape. And then they just like nod you to go on and then you sit down while they get ready to go. While I was walking onto the bus stop, the bus driver was having his vape. And a guy walked past who obviously...
Why don't we call it a vaporizer?
It's too long.
Yeah, I
and he
guess.
walked past. A passerby walked past, and obviously he knew the bus driver. And the passerby looked at the bus driver and went, "How are you?" And the bus driver went, "Not good. Was in hospital till 4 this morning. Infection in my kidney." "All right," the guy walked on. Next passerby comes past. "How you doing, mate?" Driver, "Not good. Was in hospital till 4 this morning. Infection in my kidney." And the passerby went, "Oh, so you don't fancy beers over the weekend?" And the driver went, "Oh, yeah."
But it's not my liver, is it?
I was just like, oh, this guy's going to be driving me safely soon.
Nah, that guy's going to be passing out the
This
wheel.
guy's going to be passing out the wheel.
Haven't seen him since.
This one I heard leaving. I don't know where I was at what time. Maybe I'd left Ed's, but I was on the 71 bus coming back, and it was quite late, and we went through Surbiton, and all these drunk women got on.
Oh, that's the best time.
But they were like, you could tell maybe they were like mums, like who don't really get to go out much. And I'd say about 8 of them
like
got
you, basically.
Yeah.
In the
I'd say about 8 of them got on, and they were fucking smashed. And they were being all
Drunk
loud,
mums are brilliant, man.
and they walked up the stairs. And one of them was like, oh, where should we sit? And one of them was shouting out, oh, the naughtiest kids sit at the back. And they went and sat at the back.
Remembering her school days.
And they went and sat at the back. These women just fucking... A couple of them had bottles in their hands. They were on it.
Brilliant.
They were all dressed in leather jackets and leather skirts, though.
Nice.
They would all obviously...
Maybe they were
wore
going
the
to go and
same
watch
outfit.
Grease. I have one here which I actually found randomly on my phone the other day and
Oh, nice.
then remembered. It just says... no explanation as to where I heard this as well. It literally just says, every time I've had sex in the shower, I have felt like I've been waterboarded.
Wow.
But I overheard that somewhere and I wrote it down.
Wow. You don't even know what you heard that.
I'm assuming the fighting cogs.
It's a good assumption to make.
It's a good assumption, right? Because a lot of people down there like feeling like they're being waterboarded when they have sex.
There was actually a weird one. A Twitter account the other week retweeted something we put out.
Yeah.
And out of
like an episode or...
yeah, it's not that. And out of curiosity...
Something like
out of
that.
curiosity, I went to their Twitter feed. And annoyingly, they've changed their pinned tweet, because actually, the Twin Pete had a video that I was going to play on here to try and sum up what Beech Booth, that's the name of this Twitter is. There you go, they retweeted our that episode.
Oh, Captain Oblivious.
And they said, this one's pretty funny, worth a listen.
Did they listen to it, really?
They
properly listen
It's
to
a shame that I can't find, because they did have a video pinned to the top of their feed that I was
called?
going to play the audio, Beech Booth.
What do they do?
Right, basically, Beech Booth this is why I was going to play the video, because you can hear it perfectly, but they
fair
haven't
enough.
fucking got it on there, have they?
God.
Beech Booth is like a phone service where you can call up and talk to other adults.
About what?
Well, anything you want. Okay, I found the
It's just
video.
a phone line.
I'm going to hold up the audio of this video so we can hear. And it explains it better than I could. Okay? Here we go.
Today's digital world, it's harder and harder to have meaningful connections with people. At Beech Booth, we want to bring back the intimacy that can only come from conversations. We have 2 distinct services for you to experience. First, we have friendly peaches to give you their full attention in a one-on-one phone call. They're here to listen about your day or even role play in
Sounds
your
like
fantasy.
Samaritans.
And here's the kicker.
Wait, you say role play?
The service is absolutely free, as long as you don't mind an audience. This is where Beech Booth gets interesting. We have a second service that allows you to eavesdrop on another private conversation. Have you ever been curious to hear intimate details of a stranger's life? Or would you enjoy our peaches serving up some naughty talk?
They've taken
Not only
Geezedropping from us!
live, but we have an entire archive of the most titillating conversations out there.
Fuck, man, they record all...
Booth.com. It's okay to take a peek.
So, basically, you can call up and you can have any kind of conversation you want with their peaches, but they also have a second service
Where people are like,
and it's free. It's free
geezedropping.
to call them, but you can also call up and not talk to anyone, but just listen to someone else's conversation. So you can hear the other dirty talk going on.
So, I mean, we have to call up and listen in, don't
Well,
we?
You don't even have to do that, because they actually put out the conversations as a podcast on iTunes.
Oh, glorious day.
I listened to a bit of one, and it was a bit peculiar, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It was a bit peculiar.
You're
Well-
not supposed to geesedrop an entire conversation,
So
just
basically,
a snippet.
They've put out their new episode, or the latest episode here, and it simply says, does a cuckold husband get off? How does a cuckold husband get off? Check out our latest episode of Sugarcast on iTunes. So they're called Sugarcast.
So it's just like, it's basically
I'm
like
gonna retweet it for them.
taxi cab confessions,
So
basically. Like,
essentially, it's full on Geezedropping as a podcast, but you could hear
all people's embarrassing sex things.
Yeah, and again, I'm not just doing this as advertisement. They've not asked me to talk about this or anything. It's the whole concept to me was like, wow, I thought it was a good concept in some ways because that's like, I mean, if you're going to want to ring up and talk,
I mean, it's
and have this
completely
conversation-
anonymous. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I was listening to them, it's like, man, I'd know if that was someone I knew talking.
Yeah.
Like, I would know if that was someone I knew. Like, and all it takes is for this to really take off, and then people start listening to it loads.
Yeah, that's it.
You're going to get found.
Someone's gonna find out about
But
it.
maybe they don't care. Maybe that's the whole point. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing, I mean, I think it's a great idea, and I have listened to an episode, and I did think it was quite funny just hearing someone's conversation. But yeah, Beech Booth, man, it's pretty.
Damn, it's genius, isn't it?
So yeah, if you want a free kinky talk, give them a phone call. Or you just want to talk about your day. You just
It's
want to
like
talk to an adult. It's
it's
conversation.
it's basically like Babe Station, but when you're watching it and you can't hear what she's saying on the phone, so you just try and figure it out.
Oh man, so there you go.
I remember I showed you that video of the guy that calls up Babe Station just to have
of
like a
course.
regular
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah, and they're like, what?
There's that. The first one that I ever saw was like he calls up and the girl's there and she's just like, you're right, hey there, and they're like chatting away and stuff, and he's just like, yeah, I'm good. How are you? She's just like, yeah, no, I'm good. There's just nothing I'd like more than to wank your cock up between my tits. Instantly in there.
Yeah.
It's just like, really, like no, like
Straight in.
you're not going to tell me how your day's been or anything. You got like, whoa.
They don't care about how your day is.
No,
Whereas
they
Beech
don't.
Booth,
They
apparently
just,
they do.
they're just in there right away. I'll just like put your cock between the tits. I was like, yeah, no, hang on, we'll get there. Don't worry. I want to know about you first.
Tell me a bit by yourself. What size shoe are you? What?
Yeah,
That's a bit odd.
it's my thing.
So yes, as we said, we're gonna now play you some exclusive lost fucking. Actually, also I must mention on this episode, or in the audio I have, we recorded an episode. I think it was episode 37, ages ago. Well, now, yeah, and
I remember it.
when I went to edit it, Joe was a lot louder than me for the whole episode. So we actually, because we're such fucking professionals, we scrapped the episode and re-recorded it.
Oh yeah.
And we re-recorded the episode. Now, I've been playing around with this episode, and Joe is still way louder than me, but I have actually cut loads of snippets of this episode and worked it into this. So you're actually also getting the best bits of an unaired episode as well.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And you're obviously getting extended conversation with Ed Wooderson, with I think Calum. We got one from Calum as well. We didn't put out, and Chris Fordrey.
Yeah.
Got Lizzie on here and Harry. Harry and Lizzie's aren't completely brand new. They're just unedited versions of a conversation we had that I had to cut shorter.
Yeah.
So I've got these on there as well. So please do enjoy.
It's like when we did. It's like when we did the unreleased ones of the Fighting Cocks episode.
Yeah. So please do enjoy these unheard clips we go into, which I'm for now calling the Cop Out episode. Enjoy. We'll see you in a
I'm going
minute.
to draw us as like Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. Tell you what, man, living in a bed office. I nearly said living in a bed office. That's not a thing.
That sounds cool though.
Yeah, it's alright,
I like
I guess.
that.
Yeah.
Bed office. What were you going to say?
I've forgotten. This usually happens.
Yeah.
I don't write shit down, you see, that's the problem. I think of it off the top of my head.
Have you ever gone and bought a bed?
No.
I don't seem to remember ever going and buying a bed.
The bed I had at home was the bed I have here. That was bought for me by my parents.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And I think it was really just sort of like going on John Lewis's website and going, do you like the look of that? And I was like, yeah, that could fit me and one other person comfortably.
I hope.
Sweet.
No, I don't really seem to recall buying a bed ever. Oh no, tell a lie. I'm lying.
They were just there.
I do remember buying a bed.
You bought a sofa, didn't you?
Yeah. When I was with Lizzie, I bought some. Now we use Lizzie's bed. I don't know where this bed's gone, but I did have a bed actually at one point. I do remember going and buying one actually.
See, the bed
saved
bit's
up
not
a
really
lot.
the problem. It's
It
the
was really
mattress.
creaky
The mattress
and
you got to
annoying.
change.
It was really creaky and annoying. Really.
When you fuck the hell out your mattress, you got to change it.
Anyways, back to your shaved belly.
Yeah, no, I shaved
Did you shave like your pubic hair as well, or was it just like bush into?
arrow.
There was there's this kind of like there's this bit
It's
in,
like you had
in
a mower
between.
over it.
No, there's this bit in between of like where like
did you blend it?
I blended it. Yeah.
didn't you?
Landscape.
I
You
didn't use
landscape.
You probably
grading.
had a fucking
I didn't
comb
use
there.
no, I didn't use grading, but there was a certain bit like on my stomach where it kind of gets a bit like fainter, like I haven't got as much hair, so I was able to like it was
Oh,
it
you
kind of
faded it, so
it was faded
kinda
out.
like-
It was a natural
so
fade.
You just
My
basically...
pubes right now look
Effort.
like Will Smith's hairline.
Oh,
in
was this
fucking Fresh
recent?
Prince.
Was this recent?
Oh, a few weeks ago.
Today?
A few
Oh,
weeks
so
ago.
it's back now.
Well, I mean, like...
Oh, it's grown back a little bit. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock shadow on my stomach, but it's all right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'd look like fucking.
This is my
a mammoth's
confession.
arsehole if I was,
Would you ever shave your arsehole?
No. What the fuck?
Just
No.
like for a day.
I don't think they make shavers in that shape, bro. Like,
Get your arsehole bleached.
It's true. Would you get your arsehole? Yeah, that's a thing.
I just can't really think of a scenario in which it would be necessary.
You could be in a play.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Actually, did you know that you can
Playing the moon.
during when it was Valentine's Day, there was a thing that you could do where you could get a brassing of your butthole.
Or like for chocolate.
Yeah.
I think somehow, I think you must have told me.
Oh, I have told you about that. Okay. I think I might have told Amy about it and just like, hey, that'd be a nice thing, eh?
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Bit of a butthole chocolate there.
Oh, they make chocolate out of the shape of your butt.
Yeah.
Fucking
Or
hell.
bumhole.
Yeah, it's like a mould, like a bum mould.
Why?
Bum mould.
But it look weird.
That's the greatest Doom band name and no one's thought of it. Bum mould.
Bum
quite like that,
mold.
to be fair.
Bum mold. It's so layered. It's ridiculous.
I'm completely bum mould.
Hey guys, we're here for a fun night. We're butthole. Butthole.
We're we're just gonna turn our backs all on you right
Butt
now
mold.
because that's how we play our music.
mold.
I remember one time seeing a band who were so hardcore they turned their backs on the audience to play their music. That was their thing. They turned their backs and played. That was their thing.
That's just shy.
I was like, wow, cool.
that's
Because
just not
everyone could
Maybe they
just
were
walk
scared.
away right now. Everyone could just walk away and
should've.
you wouldn't know.
That would be awesome. Just tiptoe out.
That's great. We all came here to listen to a radio.
So Greg, what was your favourite Britney Spears
Song.
No, like what era of Britney Spears was your favorite? Like,
I didn't really know she had eras. I guess when she was nuts.
Well, like sort of like starting out, everyone was just like, ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. Like,
I think when she went blonde, I thought she
was always blonde.
Nah, she was kind of like brown haired when she started out. I don't know.
Oh right, okay.
But there was I don't know. There was just one picture of her. She was like in some sort of like forest, in like jean shorts and a bikini top, just slightly pulling down the shorts, and it was just like, yep,
Oh,
I like that.
picture.
I like that Britney
I
Spears.
remember that picture. Yeah.
Or that one where she's like with this like holding a snake or
Yeah,
something.
there was. So I remember like a second song came out, and it was just her under a bridge. I swear it was called Sometimes, like under a pier at like a beach, like. And that was like, this wasn't as good as the last song she released.
No, she's not wearing a school uniform.
Yes, and then that was it really for Britney Spears for me.
School uniforms is key.
I'm sure there's countless songs of hers.
I genuinely think Britney Spears wearing a school uniform in her first video is the reason that we got given tattoo by the Russians. I genuinely thought they just like saw that and just like, well, the key to it is school uniforms.
That fucking song.
What was it? All the things she said or something like that?
She said, all the things she
And it
said,
was just
running
literally
through my
them
head,
in
running
school
through my
uniforms
head,
and
all
then
the
just
things she said.
kissing. That blew my mind when
Yeah.
I saw that on like a music channel
Mate, yeah,
at like
that-
4 in the afternoon.
That was like all over the papers.
I was just like-
Shocking images.
What is this? This is great.
I find if I watched that recently on YouTube and I fell down like a music rabbit hole,
Oh yeah.
it popped up. I was
The
like,
short head one was hot.
Mate, yeah.
The short head one was
And it was just like, "They're
crazy
lesbians."
hot.
I don't even know if they actually were, but that's how they were saying
They
it when
weren't.
it came out, weren't they?
That was
when it
it.
came out, they were just like, they're lesbians. Look, they obviously are. Buy the music.
Yeah.
It was catchy though.
Look at them. They are kissing.
It was catchy. How do we get to that?
Speaking of, Bubbleworks is closed.
That's sad.
Oh yeah.
Professor
Why?
Works.
Quite a
Professor
while
Burke's
ago.
Bubbleworks.
Yeah, he got exposed as a paedophile.
Yeah, one day someone was going round, and instead of like the final scene, there was just dismembered bodies everywhere.
That's a
It went dark.
Professor Burp, he wasn't a real professor.
No. I remember, do you remember they had like
Professor Burke's
so
pedo
Bubbleworks,
works.
for those that know, was a ride in Cheswold Adventures, the theme park. I say theme park.
It's a world of adventures, Greg.
And there was a ride called the Bubbleworks, and it was basically kind of like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but you're going through like a bubble factory.
Yeah,
And,
there was like all the fountains that created like a tunnel, wasn't it?
And you remember there was like the guy sitting on the toilet, and it had like the level next to him of like separate points of shitting, and at the top one I remember it said pant splatter.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
I like that. I like that
is-
a lot. Pants splatter.
Pants splatter.
I never used to read in there. It was too dark.
No, it was in the light bit before you went down the little chute.
Do you remember, like, every time that you ever went on, like, Professor Bird's Bubble Works, there was always people, like, standing up, and then you just hear
Oh, yeah, I got told
over
to
the
that.
tannoy, just like, please sit down whilst you were on the Bubble Works, please.
I remember,
It ruins the atmosphere.
putting my hand out and hearing something splashing my mate next to me in the water, and this voice, not even like really nastily, going, "Stop splashing! I said stop splashing!" Scared the shit out of me. I stopped fucking splashing.
Like
I say
a
that
fucking
much. It
lifeguard.
fucking worked.
Mate, lifeguards used to scare the shit out of me in swimming pools. And they'd just be like, no diving! And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
No
Used to
bombing.
scare, mate, lifeguards used to be my nemesis.
Used to ruin the fun.
Yeah, just like, what exactly is horseplay?
Oh, heavy petting.
Heavy
that
petting.
was
Horses
always
around
the
here.
line, wasn't it? That was always a don't do.
Do you know why they
heavy
used to say that?
petting.
Because they can't just put on a poster, don't finger your girlfriend in the swimming pool.
The picture was always a guy and a girl stood next to each other as well.
Yeah,
No
looking
heavy
really
petting
awkward.
in the swimming
Her,
pool,
like, all
please.
flustered and shit, because he's finger banging her under the fucking waves. Under
No.
the wave machine.
No
Get
bombing.
right up in there.
No bombing.
No
It does-
bombing.
it does actually
No
sound-
bumming.
Wow.
No, you're not allowed to. You're literally not allowed to.
There's no heavy petting, so
Yeah,
That's
well, it's
pretty
already
heavy.
covered.
That's pretty heavy.
No heavy bombing.
Let me tell you something.
No
It's kind
bum-
of heavy.
And I'm petting it. Oh, can't wear that t-shirt at school. It compromises the Muffy Day rules.
This is great. It's like we're tying up loose ends.
People were like, don't even know what you're talking about.
We're eventually going to get back to the original conversation that got us all the way over here.
which was what?
I don't know.
No
Oh, I
idea.
don't know at all.
I don't know where
I
we
think
were.
we just
To be
mentioned
fair.
something. We just let it go. You know why? It's unplanned.
We're jumping through hoops.
Jumping
Um,
through hoops.
I was actually just about to say with swimming. Do
We're
you remember
lost
like doing
in
like,
a track.
like swimming class?
Yeah,
Like-
mate. I was bad.
And
in
like, do
swimming
you remember
class.
like they would throw that brick to the bottom of the pool?
Yep.
And be like, get it.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not saving a brick.
Like, why? They're just throwing a brick in the bottom of the pool and then saying to a kid, go get it.
Yeah.
Why?
You drag it out.
I
and go,
don't know. Why
He's
would
going to
I-
need CPR.
At what point in my life are they going to be like, Greg, you better go get out and get that brick and it's perfectly... That's not going to help me if, say,
There's gonna
if,
be a
say,
moment-
car falls into the
Mate,
river.
If
There's
you ever
gonna
find
be-
yourself in an Indiana
If-
Jones
yeah,
situation
if I-
and
if I-
it's a gold bar or something,
You know, if I'm like, if I'm walking on the street, I'm crossing Kingston Bridge, and a car swerves off the road, crashes through the edge, nosedives into the river, I'm not like, right, here we go, kick my shoes off, take off my jacket, and be like, just think of you catching a brick in the swimming pool training, Greg, and then dive in after the car.
Even
I had a tiger playing through your head. Come on, Greg.
Montage of getting the brick like 4 times as a kid.
even
Like
better is
This is
that
what I've
you're
been
down.
preparing for.
Even better is you're down by Kingston River. And you're sitting there having a bit of lunch and stuff, and there's a bunch of kids messing about, and then all of a sudden one of them picks up half a brick and chucks it in, and you'll just be like, no! And just jump in after it. Feel like, my training!
I trained for this.
Don't they teach you kids at school about bricks and fucking water? So yeah, there was a pointless fucking activity. I don't know, still
was.
make people do that.
They used to do that one where you had to take your... you remember
Get
when
your
like,
kitty
you
cat
had like your
swim
lesson, and then
badge.
it's like, right, next lesson you got to bring spare clothes. And you're just like, what? He's like, yeah, bring like some tracksuit
Because we're
bottoms.
going to abuse the fuck out of you.
Yeah. I am going to
Bring
piss.
spare clothes. There's going to be a black light running over them at some point. So
You see, I'm under investigation.
yeah, once the clothes are found, a black light will go over them. So,
Yeah.
That's something you need to change.
You don't want to be in those clothes when they
We're
find
going to
them.
burn your clothes.
Yeah. That's why you don't want to be in them.
I
When,
can
we
remember.
make, when you go to your pants and socks for PE, like we used to, do you do that at school?
Oh yeah,
Pants and socks
I
for PE.
can remember
you
having to
believe
do that
That's
at some
insane.
point. Yeah.
Pants. We used to have to strip down to
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
pants and prance around.
That wouldn't
doing
happen now,
men-
would it?
Nah, mate.
No,
That's no way
big
that would
no-no.
happen now, is there?
Big fucking no, mate.
No, you know why? Because kids these days aren't wearing pants.
Come
My
on,
little
though.
brother,
Going-
my
it's
little
like, nah,
brother
fuck
did
it.
that.
Yeah.
My little brother, they rang my mum to say that he took down his trousers, he had no pants on.
Which brother?
Gary.
Yes, Gary! Fucking love Gary.
We've done the old forget to put on pants.
He knew exactly what he was
He was
fucking
protesting, mate.
doing. No bra day.
I used to love that shit. Because like Greg, in your school, were girls allowed to wear trousers or skirts?
I think it was skirts. When I
Yeah,
was
because
school.
it was
I
the
don't
same.
recall
It was
trousers.
Yeah,
it was
a
the
big
same
thing,
in
wasn't it, when
ours.
we were
And
at
then
school?
like one day at school, like all the fucking girls like turned up in trousers and shit. And they
Yeah,
got
that's
told to
right.
go
Yeah.
home.
I mean, fair. Why shouldn't they wear trousers?
That's it.
You know?
What's the big deal?
It's not a big deal in the slightest. I don't see why it's
Well,
just
you
the worst.
couldn't pull their skirt up on the playground.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just
Give
asking
them a
for
good
trouble,
old
isn't it?
jolly slap on the bottom. Fuck. A sex toy was found by volunteers volunteering to clean up Britain's highest mountain, Ben Nevis.
A sex toy.
Sex toy. Whenever they say
I want to
sex,
see that porno.
whenever they say sex toy, it could be anything.
It could be anything.
But it was amongst a heavy amount of discarded items that they found.
Wow.
Yes.
Something went wrong up there.
Apparently, they also found a toilet up there.
A toilet. An actual toilet.
Around 100,000.
Was it made of snow?
Around 100,000 walkers have scaled the peak in the Scottish Highlands since the previous tidy up. So there's a lot more rubbish up there to find.
Brilliant.
They found.
Yo, that's got to be that's the like ultimate street treasure.
So the
We're here talking about fucking bathtubs and like fucking.
They found a bathtub and they found the little red and yellow kids car up there.
Oh mate, amazing.
They found one of those at top of Ben Nevis. They found things such as banana skins. They found 200 bottles, new boots, a 2-foot high cross, a broken handbag, and a tent.
Maybe that 2-foot cross was a fucking grave.
Yeah, right.
Maybe you shouldn't have taken that.
That's what it sounds like, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Look, we found this grave.
We found this really weird cross. It was like really near this like well dug up ground. Like
And we found this necklace hanging off it with a picture of a loved one inside. What a find!
Jesus
I can't
Christ.
believe people leave this up here.
On the topic of sex toys, did you see that story about the girl who got the dildo stuck up her ass?
Yeah,
And then I saw that so much
Yeah,
in
well, it
like
was in the
newspapers
papers.
and everything. And the greatest tagline for the newspaper one was just like, he even tried to use a fork to get it out.
It was a girl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the paper, and people they've had loads of other people's embarrassing sex stories.
Yeah.
Like,
Greg, what's the hairiest balls you've ever seen?
when I was at school, so I must have been about year 5 or 6, we went to Forest of Dean and the coach driver joined in the activities and we were abseiling down a cliff edge and I was at the bottom and he was at the top and his bollocks were hanging out of his shorts and that's the first time I saw hairy balls.
That's so
you may
specific.
think that was set up, but I was not expecting him to actually answer that question.
That was very, very quick.
Joe constantly does say
It's
that
like you
I
didn't
have a
need
story
to
for
think
every
about
subject.
that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
You didn't need to think about that at all. You just off the bat straight away. It's beautiful.
Greg, when was the last time you wiped your ass with a wet bit of toilet paper?
A wet bit of toilet paper?
Yeah.
A baby wipe or a wet bit of toilet
Like
paper?
a wet bit of toilet paper.
I
will.
Probably not too long ago. I don't remember the exact time. Probably not too long ago. I have done it though, but it's dangerous though because bits come off.
Was it wet?
And get
wet
stuck to the
because you
hairs.
dropped it in the toilet?
And then
Or was it because you ran out of toilet paper and you'd put the safety? Do you
was
do
just-
that when you have a shit? Do you put like the safety paper down to stop it from making a really big
Yeah,
splash?
the splash, the nest, the shit
Do you
nest.
do- yeah, the shit
I mean, I do
think-
that on occasion sometimes, but I just don't like that splashback, man. I don't
No one
need
likes
that.
a
I don't need
splashback.
that toilet water hitting me in the arse. It's not nice.
Sometimes as well, I find it gets you in the gooch. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
taint
yeah, you
area,
don't need
like-
that. You don't
and
need
it's-
that.
And I've just
It's
got
just
like a
cold.
dripping. I've just got a dripping taint.
Yeah.
and it's just like that's awful.
And then you end up wiping your ass with tissue.
And
which
then, like
gets
you're
wet,
wiping and all the
you know?
shit just gets wiped everywhere after that, and then it's
exactly.
just wet shit all over your ass.
And then it just takes longer. The whole process just takes longer.
It is, yeah. It's you really have to put some effort in. It's shocking.
We'd get these big rolls of bubble wrap sent to us, and there were like two massive rolls of it, and we had 4 stacks, and we'd line them up against the wall and then jump into them, and then you'd get just basically thrown because of like the bouncing of it on like landing on the other one. And I did it once, but I jumped at it, and then instead of like falling forward, it fell and then rolled, and there was one of the stock shelves and stuff like that, and I just landed, and just like between the bubble wrap and like shelf was my neck, and everyone at that point, I just heard everyone just go,
Oh
because they thought I broke my neck, and I was just like, because I'd luckily I was on my feet by then, so I was just like, whoop, like, and then I was just like, right, we're not playing that game ever again. And I was like, why? And then we found these.
Because Joe died.
Yeah.
Did I?
When did that
Ghost
happen?
Joe.
Ghost Joe.
On the
What
subject,
happens in that film?
sounds like a Disney adventure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Disney
sound-
adventure to
Ghost
me.
Joe.
Does sound like his Disney adventure.
He's not your average Joe.
You befriend.
He's dead.
You befriend like a young boy at a school who's getting bullied and stuff, and you're like his
classic,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you kind of buddy cop him through his fucking
The first
impressionable years.
The first introduction of the two is when he's probably in like the locker room getting picked on, and I start fucking with all the bullies by like pulling their shorts down and shit.
Yeah,
and then I get known as
tying their shoelaces
Then I get
together.
known as Ghost Joe, the paedophile ghost.
Yeah. Like
That's
Casper
the
the
sequel.
friendly ghost, but yeah, Joseph the pedo ghost.
Casper, the slightly too friendly
Slightly
ghost.
pedo ghost. Slightly pedo ghost.
Slightly pedo ghost.
Made it.
What are we doing?
Watching you play pinball
Why have you got a microphone?
because I have one. I have one.
I've lost the ball already, Graham.
That's not a microphone.
This is a microphone.
It's a spoon. You played
going on?
microphony spoony
What are
before.
we doing? What's going on?
We're watching you play the Pinball Man.
Playing the pinball man.
Watching you play the pinball machine.
Right, you're shit.
Yeah, because you guys turned up. Oh! This is my quantum of solace.
Your what? Your
Quantum-
fortress of solitude.
Quantum of Qualis.
Do you mean your quantum of solitude?
I mean what I mean.
Like,
Solace. Solace. Hello.
what quantum of solace? I mean,
Qualis?
quantum of qualis.
Quantum of qualis.
Quantum of Qualis.
That's what I mean. No, I think you mean quantum of solitude. No, fuck. Fortress of
Quantum of
solitude.
solitude.
Damn it.
Fuck you, man.
So we posted this story on the Facebook page, but haven't actually really discussed it. I think Eddie even commented on this, I'm not sure. This was the guy, a huge fantasy fan, that has undergone a number of surgical procedures in hopes of becoming a real-life elf.
What?
Oh yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
looks weird.
yes. The guy's making himself look like an elf.
Doesn't look good.
He actually looks alright, but it's weird.
You look fucked up.
Does he have a job?
He looks like the puppet.
Does he look
from-
like the kids in that Grinch movie?
No, he kind of looks like the puppets from like Dark Crystal, sort of.
Oh, that's not a good look, man.
Like, I mean, that was him before. So that's him normal.
Fairly attractive looking guy.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't
Really?
he? Well,
I'm not saying from a personal point of view. I'm just saying in general.
there he is in between surgeries with like lots of like plaster on his
That's fucking
face.
horrible.
Well,
That
you know.
is.
And there he is now. Now he's a beautiful looking elf man.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Fair play. I mean, cosplaying is getting a bit out of hand. If
Mate,
you ask
that's
me,
cos
like,
living.
that's cos living. Yeah.
25-year-old Lewis Pard.
What's he gonna do? Now, how's he afforded that?
From Argentina, he splashed out a massive. It was about £9,376, which I thought was quite cheap. But that was, but if, I don't know whether
But I
that's
guess
in
that's
Argentina.
usually that's. I mean, to start with, his nose was too big to be an elf. Let's put it out there.
Oh no, I think this was one procedure. This is one procedure to give him a widow's peak hairline, just like Dracula. That was just for that procedure.
Fuck me.
That was just for his hairline procedure.
I want to be an elf. If your child came to you and was just like, I don't feel comfortable in this body and I would like to become like something else, what are you gonna say to him?
Slap him around.
Smack him,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're gonna beat fuck out of him.
Especially at 25, Lewis became obsessed with the world of elves, angels, and fantasy beings after being subjected to bullying during his childhood.
Does he not get bullied now? He's a fucking elf. All the orcs coming up to me like, oh, you fucking won't.
Mate, if you bullied a person and then one day they just turned up as an elf, you just be like, oh my god, I broke him. And I'm just like, I feel so bad.
After getting into cosplay, he became determined to fully transform into a fantasy being.
It's because he doesn't want to be him. I'll tell you this, I break this down psychologically for you. He doesn't like being him because of all the bullying, so he turned himself into an elf because that's not him and it's a different person.
This is money. He has spent more than $47,000
Fucking idiot.
on cheek liposuction, a rhinoplasty,
you idiot.
full body hair removal, Botox, fillers to completely transform his appearance.
I could have done that for 20
It's gonna
quid.
sag. It's all gonna sag. You know what? Like all of these articles that have been coming out in the last few years. Wait until about 20 years' time when they do the look at them now. They are going to be fucking wrecked. They're not going to be looking exactly like this. They're going to be.
Yeah, they'll just all flop
That's
down.
going to be. That's like a year of happiness, and then it's all going to just
His
go
ears all
fucked.
sag.
You know what? He just looks like a woman to me. With like, it just looks like a woman
With loads of
doing
makeup
cosplay.
on.
It just looks like a woman doing cosplay.
It looks like a lot of makeup.
It does look like a woman doing cosplay.
Yeah, but against the ears, I guess he's gone in on the ears, hasn't he?
Without his makeup on, I bet he looks
Wait, they're
terrible.
real ears?
Yeah, they're his ears now.
How? What?
It's surgery. Like,
They're massive.
yeah, but it's obviously like some sort of.
That's fucking retarded.
Whose ears did they
I don't
get
even-
to, like?
So you read the definition he's given himself.
Right.
I consider myself trans species.
Dick. Fuck you. Eat some fucking Arse, die, fuck off,
Wow.
Yeah, just get out of here.
dickhead, trans, fuck you.
Well, can you like you say similar? Like if you're kicking out to you, what if like a mate down the pub just one day just start becoming a creature or some sort of
Did
fake
you?
being? I want to be a Klingon from Star Trek. Why, mate? You're gonna fuck your forehead up? You sure?
Someone posted it was Christy posted
the
it on
letterbox?
Facebook. No, the other day someone has written in the girls' toilets trans rights are human rights,
Oh yeah,
but it looks like it's spelt like
they spelled it wrong. Yeah. They spelled
And then
human
there
wrong,
was
didn't
the
they?
massive, then there was a massive uproar as to the writing of it, mainly brought up by one person,
Anyways.
and it was, but it's. Oh, what's going wrong with this world? What's wrong with this world, man?
Everyone's
What the
got
fuck
a
happened?
fucking opinion now, haven't they? That's the
No,
problem.
what's happened to the world, man? Why is it's getting to this point where everyone's just
Boiling.
no,
It's
yeah.
like boiling. It feels like
yeah,
boiling
it's a boiling point. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to word this without it sounding incredibly offensive.
Yeah,
but I
no,
can't
but
do
there's
it.
no way to do it. No,
Can't do
there's
it
no
at
way.
all.
There's no way.
Yeah, just ugh.
It's becoming very precious out there.
Yeah, that's a very it's becoming like fucking treading on eggshells everywhere.
Everyone needs to have what Lizzie would say, or said to me once in Australia. They say in Australia, fucking have a teaspoon of concrete, love. Toughen up.
Have a spliff and calm the fuck down.
God, there's just so many awful people.
Yeah.
It's the millennials, isn't it?
Yeah, and everyone's just putting each other down. It's insane.
Yeah.
Everyone's easily upset or offended.
The thing is, it's all a competition though, because it's not like it's everyone's out there and everyone's getting all angry about the things that are going on because they want the thing that they care about to be the number one thing to care about. So really, it's just a popularity contest. That's all it is.
Yeah,
they don't actually care. Like,
I identify as a left shoe awareness week.
Maybe it's just something for them to do.
What was it? Some of the fucking things that like Gaz and Sam from Open All Powers sent us. The
About
fucking
what?
Tinder profiles.
Oh God!
I got to find those. This.
I can't remember what these were. What were these?
This was just Tinder profiles for like very liberal people. I've got to go well back for this.
Jesus. I don't want to get too political though.
No, it's not. No, it's not about getting political. It's about everyone
taking the piss out of the fuckers.
fucking. No, it's just everyone needs to fucking
Let's take the piss out of them.
chill out and stop being like so fucking caring all the time.
Yeah, that's it. People care too much, so much it makes them angry.
This was Tinder profiles sent to us.
So are they real?
Yeah, they're real. Yeah, I'm sentient trash, non-binary femme queer.
What does that mean?
Non-binary femme queer. So that is non-binary. I would suggest that you don't
No
have
gender.
no gender.
Yeah.
Femme,
Yeah.
which is a female, and then queer. So she's a lesbian,
Yeah.
Are
basically.
you allowed to say lesbian anymore?
I guess so.
Did you see in the paper that restaurant receipt?
no,
and they
sorry.
wrote lesbians on the receipt on the bill.
Yeah.
So lesbian couple. Fuck, man.
Sorry, it says.
Idiots.
Sorry, I didn't read the rest of it. It says non-binary femme queer in brackets. I'm not a woman. Don't call me one.
That's not my name.
It's not my,
not my
that's
name.
not my gender. Then, that's
I
not
don't
my
surrender.
gender. No, these aren't tits. This ain't a fanny. I
But
got those
it
bits.
is. And my heart is one. My heart's a fanny.
My heart
By
is a
gender
fanny.
glitter punk non-binary slam poet.
It sounds like it sounds like you're just-
Artist and coffee shop master, eventual novelist, polyamorous, sexually complex, spiritual enthused. They pronouns, please. My name is Paint. She has a
Mate,
mus-
it's got
she's
to be
got a
bollocks.
moustache.
It's got to be bollocks. Someone's got to be.
That sounds like you're describing some music.
Yeah.
That's how Kerrang used to describe bands.
Yeah.
Right. That's all I was hearing then.
This is
Can you even bother to read
This
all
isn't.
that?
Nah. Oh, this was yeah.
What did yours say when you had one?
My one currently says dogs love me and I've won an Oscar.
Great. Cool.
Yeah. I got told I had to change that because it made me sound arrogant.
Yeah.
I was just like, I clearly haven't won an Oscar.
The people don't know that. They might be like, oh, who is he? So they'll search you and find the musician Joe Jackson and be like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
This is great. Feminist 24/7. If you ask for nudes, the whole world would know you asked for nudes. Over emotional, cute as fuck, fat girl. I'm pansexual, lame ab. I constantly have a headache and I'm sick of everyone, but hey, what can you do? I don't like sports.
Oh, glad you like sports.
Yeah.
What's she look like?
Not very good.
Let's have a look.
Oh, God.
It's got to be a piss take. This has got to be a piss take.
Is
It's
it a
like if
piss
you
take?
guys made fake Tinder profiles, isn't it?
Mine isn't fake, but I treat it like it is.
Did you take a picture of the dog on you the other day?
Nah, I couldn't get one.
Why?
It's too
He
dark.
he wasn't staying still, mate, and I was getting him all
If you
laggy
had
because I
that
kept
picture
nicking
of
his
that
toy.
dog running over you when you were lying down giggling, all the women would be on you.
Make it sound like I've got a calendar coming
So
out.
yes, Joe spent some time with a puppy, not just some. We're not
spent some
giving-
time with a puppy.
We're not giving any backstory here. It just sounds a bit strange. But yeah, there was a puppy, and we were playing with the
loved
puppy,
me.
and Joe managed to get the puppy to run all over him.
Yeah, it was a great
This is the
time.
puppy whisperer. Is that? But I'm not sure how I feel about those.
It's all just a ploy, isn't it? It's all just words used to make you sound attractive, but it's just confusing.
It's confusing.
Non-binary.
It sounds like an
Get
index.
fucked.
It sounds like an index to a book that I'm
If
trying to read.
anyone at all ever said to me they were non-binary, I think I'd just laugh and just be like, "All right, cool. Well, this conversation's over. I've got nothing to say."
That's their opening line.
Yeah, I'd be harsh with it, and
That's right, mate.
they'd probably accuse me of like hatred and stuff like that. And it's like it's not hatred. I just can't
Hang
stand,
him.
talking
him.
to people like you, and then that would sound even worse. And it's got nothing to do with their whatever's going on inside their body. It's just the way they present it. That's all it is. It's the way they present it to people. Like they have to tell everyone.
Well, everyone has
Fuck
to
off,
tell everyone.
basically.
Since that's I mean, now that's how Twitter bios are now. Just says vegan or says
Yeah.
trans or says something fucking along those lines.
Eventual novelist.
And mine's that sounds like a movie. That sounds like a movie.
What, eventual novelist?
But only because like the whole film is he went out to buy a new pen. He's gone away, but he left his notebook at home.
It becomes basically Harold and Kumar getting the munchies.
He can only write the story in this one book, and he's left it at home, so he has to journey back to get it. And he's like, "I'll get there eventually." The eventual novice.
I reckon I could shit out a Ninja Star and heal up quicker than it would take to shit out 400,000 gallons of mayonnaise.
How is the Ninja Star getting in there in the first place?
I mean, it would probably be
Or is that not-
placed in there.
Yeah.
How is 400,000 gallons of mayonnaise getting in you? These are all the things I would rather swallow one Ninja Star and shit it out than
They're
eat
big, they're big.
400,000 gallons of mayonnaise.
Okay, I've got one for you then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you might have already heard it, but hopefully you haven't. So, would you rather have sex with a goat, but nobody knows? Nobody knows. No one saw it. You don't tell anyone. Nobody knows you had sex with a goat. Or not have sex with a goat, but everyone thinks you did. And you can't convince them otherwise.
What, so everyone's just like, nah, man, you definitely
Oi,
had sex with a goat.
Greg, that's that guy who fucked a goat.
There was a rumour put around when I worked at Summerfield to this guy called Hassan who didn't know much about the world outside. And I had...
That's because he fucked goats.
there was my mate Lee working there and also another guy called Greg working there. And they used to tell him outrageous lies about me and he would believe them.
No.
And they told him that I had sex with a sheep, I think it was. And... They would tell them these stories and not tell me what they told him. They wouldn't be told, I'd be like on a late shift even one day and I'll be supervising the shop floor. He would be at the checkout and he'd be like, "Oh, Greg, so I heard you had sex with a sheep." What was that like?
That is not a question that you should be asking.
He was like, "Did you come inside the sheep?"
No!
And I'm just like, mate, no, they're lying to you. Like, they're lying
Yeah.
to you.
Please don't ever talk to me about
They
this
told
again.
him that we were part of NAMBLA, that from South Park, the
Oh,
National
fucking hell.
National Man Boy
Association or
Association.
something.
And little Greg said to him that we would go there, and there would be like women giving birth, and he's like, "Yeah, we'd fuck the babies as they come out." And he was, and he's saying it to Hassan. Hassan's like,
No,
"Well," and Hassan's just
bro.
like, "Well, I don't agree with it, but that's what you're doing." And we were trying to,
No, you don't!
and they were trying to convince, and they convinced him to come. And they were really,
Not okay.
We convinced him to come, and he was like,
Fucking
"Okay, I'll
hell.
come, but as soon as I see something I don't like, I'm getting out of there."
That's immediately. That is immediately. You're going to a man-boy love association meeting.
So many lies. I've got a scar on my face, and they told him that I got stabbed with a pen by a customer. Like he would be like, I didn't realise your scar was from getting stabbed with a pen.
Okay, so
lied to that boy.
Would you so either fuck a goat and not let?
And no one knows.
I mean, I'm not usually. I mean, I've done so many awful things that have been registered by people to myself. Like, I'm not really bothered about people thinking that I fucked a goat.
Yeah, and you know that you didn't.
It depends how curious I get about what it's like to fuck a goat.
Yeah.
Because if I could do it and no one know about it, the only thing I've got to live with is the guilt of it.
Is it curiosity, or are you just literally locked in a room with a goat for like years and just wait for it to happen? One day your sexual desires will get too much.
No, you just...
I haven't had sex in a while, so really...
Locked in a room, like 8 minutes later. We haven't even shut the door yet, he's already banging the goat.
He can still get out.
I think he bought that dress he's put on the goat.
Slow closing doors. It takes 10 minutes to shut. I mean, he's in there, right? He can get out right now.
No, they're transporting the goat to the room and you're on this truck. You haven't even been told what you got to do.
We've got Joe in here again, banging the goats in transportation. He's been banned from these parts.
Yeah.
This is a real once-in-a-lifetime situation. We've been back 4 times. I don't know. I probably. Yeah. I'm fairly alright with everyone thinking I fucked a goat.
Yeah.
I'm really not bothered by that. Yeah, I've done worse things.
Have you? Worse than fucked a goat?
What's worse than fucking a goat?
Children.
That's not worse.
I don't know.
Vegans will disagree.
Well, I don't know. You're loving it. You're not killing it.
It's very loving.
You're giving it a good. You're giving it a good.
What is worse?
Probably make the meat taste better actually after a good scene too.
What is worse than fucking a goat?
A goat fucking you?
Fucking a chicken.
Oh, that sounds like there's a lot of flap.
Yeah.
A lot of feathers, a lot of noises, claws. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck a chicken.
I'll tell you what's worse than fucking a goat. That video of that gorilla fucking a toad. Have you seen that?
A toad?
Have you seen that?
How?
I don't know.
There's a toad. He finds a toad or a frog in the enclosure. He's in a zoo, and people are watching him, and he fucks the frog until the frog bursts.
But when we were obviously rambling and hiking, as I mentioned earlier, we were always in just like shorts, t-shirt, we had all our beers, fucking, like just like me and Joe did with Box Hill. We did it on like a mountain scale.
You're not even wearing like hiking boots.
I was wearing
I mean, Ben was in flip-flops for fuck's sake.
I was wearing like Primark fucking like canvas shoes. And you know what?
Shoes.
You know what? No, like not plimsolls. I had laces, but like those sort of shoes. And to be fair, to the credit of these shoes, they lasted, man. Like I wore them all. I did my usual, bought loads of cheap shit from Primark and just
so you can chuck it
and
away.
just threw it away.
Yeah, understandable.
We were overtaking like ramblers that had professional like shoes and sticks and all sorts.
Sticks. I say
we were like,
one
fuck you guys.
A couple of them we
To be
passed.
fair, I
fucking...
did find a stick at some point in Box Hill, and I was just like,
good.
I can see why they fucking use a stick.
Yeah.
But then I realised it was really flimsy, and it was more fun to just crack it against a tree.
But we passed people with like proper like gas can, like air canisters and shit, and for the altitude, and we're just like smoking and drinking, walking through. So
nosebleeds.
So we weren't really in the correct outdoor attire, really, were we?
No.
No. I took a look into what should be the correct attire.
Oh, okay.
That what we should be wearing. Because they say here, this is on walkaboutsbritain.co.uk.
That sounds like one of those really shit magazines.
And it says here, well, you can...
Rambling Monthly.
Well, you can go walking wearing jeans. This is their actual advice here. You can go
Walkabout.
What? Oh, what? Yeah.
Sorry.
The Aussie pub. You can go walking wearing jeans and trainers and a can of cola, but we don't advise that. If you want to be comfortable and enjoy a walk, you need to have the following. So,
vitamin pills.
Walking boots are the best.
An adrenaline shot.
If you're going to splash out on anything, walking boots, you need ankle support. A lightweight pair should be fine. You've got to break them in beforehand. Mm-hmm. Breathable material, waterproof. They actually put jacket with a waterproofing system, which is ridiculous. It just means what, an anorak? An anorak.
Anorak.
Trousers that dry quickly, not jeans.
Jeans don't dry quickly.
They do recommend the ones that zip off into shorts.
That was quite in the invention. I didn't realise they existed for quite some time.
I'll just wear shorts though.
Yeah, just wear shorts, right?
Putting them back on is going to be fucking hard.
Yeah, you can
work.
deal with like stinging
Fucking
nettles hitting your
surely.
shins. It's fine.
Got your hats and your gloves for the cooler months, and a sun hat or cap. Sun hat or cap for the hotter months.
What you really want is one of those caps that's got the flaps on it, so
Now-
it keeps your ears and the back of your neck shaded.
Something we have here, rucksack or backpack, is the best way of to carry what you need. We had our backpacks the other day. We were paying
Yeah,
for
we
that.
did.
We had
but
them
we
walking
also
up
had
the mountain as
we
well.
also
Ben.
had about 8
They were
cans
full of
each
beers.
in it.
They reckon if you're doing a
Also,
good...
I was carrying all the sandwiches, Greg.
all those heavy sandwiches.
6. They were
So-
heavier than the beers.
Items they say you should always take with you in your backpack for a ramble/outdoor adventure walk.
Okay.
More food and water. You'll need more than you'll need more than you think. At least half a litre of water for every 5 miles on a hot day.
I can also believe on that list would be some sort of bandage or plasters.
Basic first aid kit is next on the list.
Bandage or plasters.
Which we had none of that.
We didn't.
Snacks.
Because we were confident.
Snacks, and these are what they recommend you should have for your snacks.
Protein bar.
Bananas.
Oh, it's potassium.
Sweets. Sweets. Nuts.
Sweets. We had sweets. We had Haribo.
Nuts.
We didn't have huts.
And mint cake.
Mint cake?
I don't know
Mint
why.
cake, yeah,
like
it's
toothpaste.
high in sugar.
You're too far from the mic, Ben.
It's high in sugar.
All right, you're too close, mate.
Find
a medium.
Sunglasses and suntan lotion. Cash for a phone box.
If you're lost in the woods, you ain't finding a fucking phone box.
What year
This
is
is
this
still
from?
from walkabout.co. No, it's the case. Cash for a phone
the
box.
Walkabout
Remote
newsletter.
areas often don't have mobile reception or bus or taxi if something goes wrong.
What do you
Thinking
mean?
ahead, Ben.
Then they're hardly
Did you
gonna
not have
have a phone
cash?
box.
Did you not have cash for a phone box in your bike ride? What if you'd got
No,
lost?
I didn't. I had a I had
You
my
had a
card.
fucking phone. You got to keep Instagram updated.
Exactly.
Specs.
That's why your time wasn't as good. You
Specs.
stopped for selfies, Ben.
Real couples do shit like that. They
having
don't
a photo
talk to each
together
other.
and shit like that's
yeah,
fine, like-
it's fine. But we'll go and do things separately, or we'll
Sex.
sit in a restaurant on their phones, but won't be
Separate
like
tables.
Yeah, yeah. What's your point, Greg?
Back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back.
I thought you two were together. We are together, but we're like our own space.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but you know,
I've
that's
ordered
it. And
2
that's it.
meals.
You don't
Joe's
have to
joining
keep
me in about 50 minutes.
talking like you can have. There's quiet days, or there is like times where you just do your own thing, and it's not like there's something wrong with their relationship. They're not doing
Yeah.
things together. Oh my god!
But I think that's because it's like, you know, the evolution has changed. It's like the kind of marriage thing has changed, where it's like, you know, you're not spending like every like off, you know, as soon as work's over, you're not going home like cooking dinner or anything. Like you're still able to do your own things,
Yeah,
and that's absolutely
absolutely.
fine. But to some people who are like, you know, been married for whatever amount of years, like they're just like, oh no, that doesn't seem healthy. And it's just
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
times
it's
have changed.
totally-
Chocolate
Right.
milk.
Times
She's
have
gone on,
changed.
She's
Yeah,
gone on
exactly.
holiday with the
Yeah, but
girls, and
that's
she's
it.
married.
You don't have to
Yeah.
spend every breathing
Gonna get
moment
banged
with
by a
the person.
Turkish child.
Oh dear God.
yeah,
Turkish
You ever
child.
seen Shelley Valentine with Shirley Valentine?
Shirley Valentine.
Yeah, my
Who's
name's
that?
that film.
No, Cocktail, isn't it?
No,
Cocktail.
they
Shirley
could do a
Temple.
crossover.
Sorry,
Those two
Shirley
films, eh?
Temple.
Shirley Valentine's
Shirley
when
Temples.
she goes on holiday to like Greece and has sex with guys, and then
Who's that?
some older woman. It's a film. It's called Shirley Valentine.
Oh, is it like Stella got a groove back or
Sort
something?
of, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I used to watch it with my nan, which is weird now I think about it.
Yeah.
It was a favourite film.
Someone's.
Yeah. I used to watch RoboCop usually.
Well, what were your nan as well?
Yeah, with
this
Nan.
is also my favourite film.
yeah.
Diverse.
It was Nan's video. She had it.
Died.
That was it.
Was the
Nans
was
and
the
watch
video
RoboCop.
case was the video case actually a book?
Yeah.
No, it was an actual video purchased.
Ah.
Oh.
But you're right, yes. When people keep putting up how amazing their thing is on Facebook, their relationship, it
Yeah.
usually is like,
Oh dear, that's on the out.
101 fucking photos of you in a restaurant.
I need to tell everyone how amazing he is. Doesn't matter, mate. Just if he's amazing, then cool. That's for you. It's not for
The
everyone.
best ones when people change their relationship status to it's complicated.
Yeah, it's just like,
Oh.
oh dear.
Because they just want you to go, oh no, what's up, babes?
Or as Davey
I can't tell you.
As Davey and Dent said on Stranger Time, or on Facebook actually, when people put what he calls vague book,
Yeah.
people just put statuses like, "Oh, I can't believe that just happened."
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
Fake
PM you because I
Yeah.
can't tell anyone.
This is where it all comes from. Inbox me, babe.
Inbox me,
That's
hon.
where it comes from.
XXXXX.
Whenever I see Brendan around Kingston, I'm always just like, inbox me, babe. Or I
Inbox me,
tend
babe.
to tuck it in.
I told Davian to inbox me, hon, once as a
And he
joke,
did.
and he actually
And he
inboxed me.
did. Fucking legend.
I was
Oh,
like,
you
no,
did as well.
no, that's
You
not how
fucking
this
did.
works.
Amazing.
Oh, you ruined it.
Now I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing you did that.
It was funny, yeah. I like him. He's good.
PM me, babe.
We're gonna have to find him at some point and have a chat.
I know where he is. Well, not right now.
There he is. All right, Pokemon Master over there.
I've got my podcast fucking app, so I can see every other podcast.
Podcast Go.
There's a podcast in here. There's a podcast in here. I can see it on my phone.
Yeah. Capture it.
There's still no podcast. No podcast. Still no Pokemon.
Still no Pokemon.
When they're there, they're just not here.
I can't believe you haven't got a Pokemon a go-go house.
I don't know. Like I don't know how I. I don't know how I.
Pokemon a go-go. Is that what it's called?
I'm calling
I don't.
it that.
I don't know how I.
it's just called
Do I have to like fill out forms? For
Oh
that kind
mate,
of thing?
it's no point. It's ridiculous. Like I'm just sat here with
yeah,
it.
probably some bollocks.
I'm just sat here with it, and I don't know what's. Now I'm in a journal. I
think it's just public places.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily you would have people.
Well, I don't know. I found one in my kitchen yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on the buffet.
On the buffet.
Oh, I hope you threw out whatever. Oh, sorry. That
I think maybe that happens when you first sign
I was
up
so
for it,
so
maybe.
disgusted that it formed a belch.
Were you looking for that snail? It's there by the
Oh
TV.
no, that was an empty shell. That's fine.
Oh, okay,
Oh, yeah, that's
sorry.
been there for a while. That's
Oh,
always
okay.
been here.
There's been an empty shell.
I
No,
was
the.
Your snail's there.
I love that, Joe. Were you looking for
Do you
that
reckon?
snail?
Do you reckon if we put that outside though, a slug might get inside it?
I don't know. Maybe. And then it'll be a snail.
It might explain that Joe wasn't actually really looking for a snail
is empty.
earlier.
Ah, you can confirm.
I can confirm this
Get
is an
in it.
empty snail shell. So wherever he is, there's a homeless snail out there somewhere.
Who's called a slug?
Yeah.
It's gone off the rails.
Well off. AWOL.
Yeah, you will.
We're quite big fans of like really obscure lines from films.
Yes.
For instance, one of Greg's favourites is from Waterworld, and the moment where he turns up to the house, like turns up to the city to buy stuff, and he gives them like fucking dry dirt as like currency.
He's just like, is this your shop? Yes. Just don't have much, do you?
Yeah. And then just like buys like the fuck out of everything, and then at the end of it, like just sort of looks and he says,
Take them shelves too.
like little shit like that. And
I love that one.
That is brilliant. Yeah, but no, we just really started to enjoy like really obscure lines from like from films and shit, and we're I don't know what I'm doing.
I thought you were going to say some, but I can't think of any that I...
No, I had one in my head, and I had one like literally before. It was fucking mate. Like Die Hard with a Vengeance. Anything Jeremy Irons said.
Oh, yeah,
is
keeps
always
it
good.
bottled.
Yeah, keeps it bottled.
That's
Just
my
as simple as that.
That's my
So obscure.
That's my favourite one from Die
Yeah.
Hard 3.
Yeah,
Keeps it bottled.
keeps it bottled.
He was an asshole. You got his number.
He was an asshole. Yes, you got his number.
McLean.
You left the safety on.
I still don't understand.
Oh God!
Man, at one point in that film, McLean and Samuel Jackson, I can't.
Jesus.
Jesus. When they're climbing up that fucking ship and they're like on that rope and it snaps and they fall, mate, and they land in the skip, mate, they fall from fucking high in that, like really fucking high.
They fall like 40 feet.
Mate, like really fucking high and slam into an empty skip.
You're
And
dying.
and they just
You're
get
dead.
up, and they
You're
just
fucking dead,
they
man.
Just get up.
You are
Oh,
fucking dead.
I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah. Just it made my back twitch just thinking about it.
Hey Zeus, let's never do that again.
My name isn't Jesus. Just laying face down, just like.
and then he gets the fuck beaten out of him with a chain.
Oh man, does he get the fuck beaten out of him by the chain?
But he's fine.
No, he's absolutely fine. Not a problem.
He's almost
Sorted. Done and dusted.
They're making another one of those. I think they are making.
Die Hard 6.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to see. We were saying the other day as well, like films that were really good. That's all the time. See, I've seen some films. We said about Lethal Weapon 4 being like the best Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon 4 is awesome.
Lethal Weapon 4 is like the sickest
so
film.
Fucking good, man. When he fucking takes his gun apart and beats. What's the name? Like his wife's like pregnant in it, and Jet Li like kicks her against the wall.
Yeah, and he's just
knocks
like,
her
you
out.
motherfucker.
Mate, I love it when they fight him at the end. When they walk away and they're just like, should we just go ask him?
Man, the addition of Jet Li in that is fucking brilliant. Like,
They get their fucking asses kicked.
oh
at the end,
mate, it's brutal, man. It's fucking brutal when he has to like fucking smash his like shoulder into
Oh man.
I know it's like an ongoing thing throughout the entire
Yeah.
series of him like being able to like fucking relocate his shoulder.
Man, Chris Rock's in that film, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like the rookie.
Yes.
Danny DeVito's the fucking annoying guy.
And Roger thinks that he's like gay for him, doesn't he?
Oh, what is it? Yeah, no, he does think that. Yeah.
You know, they made a TV series of it.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing something like
it's
that.
the guy from what's he from? Like My Wife and Kids, whatever it is. Like, it's him and a guy I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, the ginger guy.
No, like the black bald guy.
I don't know that show.
From like you must know from like My Wife and Kids or something. You'd reckon.
Oh, fair
you would
enough.
know. So he used to be on all the fucking time.
Fair dues.
But you'd recognise him.
Sweet.
Anyway, yeah, they made a TV show of it.
Cool. I have to
think
piss.
All right.
And I have pissed. Whilst pissing, I did think of an obscure line that I like from Ghostbusters.
Oh, of course. Go on.
Back up, man. I'm a scientist.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh, is
though.
that a big
There's
one?
like T-shirt prints of that.
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
That's
I
a
deduct
that's
that.
That's a very popular line, actually.
Deduct that.
Yeah, get T-shirts and shit like that. There's a lot from The Rock.
Yes, there is. Yes.
So snacks, drinks is a very popular
Yeah.
one. Do you do snacks, drinks, beverages? Walmack.
I knew it was you.
You son of a bitch. How's your bowling arm?
How's your bowling arm? Fucking Sean
In
Connery.
the name
man.
of Zeus's butthole, did you get out of your cage?
Most Nicolas Cage films have some like ones. Definitely Face Off had a few.
Oh man, but more from fucking John Travolta in that.
Touche.
Ooh, you good looking. It's a great introductory line for his character after the face swap.
And it was as well when he just he opens his daughter's door and just goes, "Plot thickens." Like, just stupid shit like that gets me, man. Con Air as well, just like, do you know what I am? He's just like ugly old egg.
Stewardess. What's the in-flight movie? Funny
Well,
fucker,
I think
aren't
you'll
you?
like it, Cyrus.
Funny fucker, aren't you?
I like that. So yeah, obscure
She's my
lines in films.
hummingbird.
She's my hummingbird.
She's my Put the bunny.
Oh no, that's too. That's up there. That's up there with back off. I'm a scientist. Why couldn't you just put the bunny back in the box?
Like a good boy. It really annoys me in that film that John Cusack's wearing like sandals, like not sandals, but like sort of like strappy sort of sandal shoes. It really annoys me.
Is he? I thought that was Steve Buscemi.
No,
because he's crazy.
Yeah, he is crazy. When you all thought he
There
killed
is
the
no
little
medicine
girl,
for what
but
I
he
have.
didn't.
I'm sick. You take medicine? There is no medicine for what I have. I'm going to kill you now.
You got
Wait, no, I'm not. I just want your doll.
I love the whole. Even though he killed all these people, you were happy at the end that he was out and free. Like you were so happy. Ah, he's
It's
out.
like,
He's
mate,
free.
that guy is in Vegas. He is going to kill and harvest so many people in one night. The Hangover 4.
And to be fair, he should have really got out of town. Like, if that,
Yeah, but what did he go and do? Went and fucking gambled while still wearing his correctional facility outfit.
That whole thing just happened in Vegas. The whole plane crashing, and they're gonna look for you.
Yeah, like they are legit gonna look for you.
I wouldn't stay.
He's
in
so
Vegas.
mental though. That he's just like, no, fuck it. I'm gonna go and play the slot.
They're gonna catch me anyway.
Yeah, fuck it. I could probably
I'll
kill
just
this.
stay Zaki. It's like if you did murder someone and they just slept in their bed afterwards and waited to get gore.
Yeah, just sat there masturbating next to the fucking stabbed body.
Wow.
Too
Anyway,
much.
good luck.
Too
to
much?
Him. Good luck to him. They
Too
should do
much?
When do they do a follow-up film to him?
That's it.
Con Land.
Welcome to Khan Land. It's just a giant, like, fucking, like, cruise ship for prisoners that then crashes on an island.
I used to say the one from Star
And it's
Wars.
basically, it will just turn into fucking, what is it? Lord of the Flies.
Yeah. I've seen a great many things. Oh no, one of my favourite obscure lines is from Return of the Jedi. Me and Rob say this together. Say this quite a lot. Return of the Jedi, and at the beginning when R2D2 and C-3PO kind of go into Jabba's palace, and they kind of get sent down to like the robot workshop, and they're all getting just taken apart and fucked up.
Yeah.
R2D2 goes in and goes beep beep beep, and this robot looks at him and goes, "You're a feisty one, aren't you? But you'll soon learn some respect."
Nice.
I don't think you'll learn respect. It's a fucking robot.
Excuse me, can I
ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to your talks. I don't want your advice. I just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we'll not be held accountable for inedible heartbreak. Thank you.
Greg, who's got agony this week?
Me. My girlfriend had our first child recently, but we are both white and the baby's black.
Ooh.
As is a mate I caught her topless with 8 months ago.
Well,
again, he's not asked a question.
No, he's just.
There's not a
this
single
is going
question.
on in my life.
There's not a single question mark in this.
No, there's not a single question mark.
Now I don't. I'll wait, but later on I'm going to have to read you the response to this at some point because
Okay.
this is the reason I picked it mainly for the response. But let's just discuss first. So
there's no confusion here.
Him and his missus are white. He caught
her 8
his
months ago.
missus 8 months ago with his mate with his top off, and now
There's no confusion
And now
here.
the baby's here, and it's black.
There's no confusion.
It seems pretty setting.
It's fucking open and shut case.
Like that's it, right? So
Yeah.
that's why he's not really asking a question. He's just saying like, okay,
Yep, that's it. This has happened.
You just be like,
Can you confirm that this is something that these two are in correlation with each other?
yeah. But if they kept denying it, you would just do a DNA test.
Yeah. Easy.
And then that'd be interesting if it wasn't.
I mean, from there on, where do you go?
The guy at the laundrette's black. Get him to do one too. Just does randomly DNA testing black people on the streets.
I am going to walk the land DNA testing every black person I see.
Until I get the answers. Then I'll break up with her.
Yeah. There's no way that's
and
my
her black
child.
baby. So it's an open shut case?
Yeah, open and shut case.
Okay, well, let's just hear the response here. Well, one of you could have a forgotten black ancestor. Don't push for a DNA test without thinking through what you could lose.
How? Sorry, how common is that kind of occurrence?
Well,
where they have like an ancestry that changes like the pigmentation of a child for generations to come.
Randomly.
Right?
I don't know. Maybe it does happen. But
It's not fucking common enough for them to suggest that that's the be all end all of it.
So really, I actually think, even though according to Sagany Aunt, we're given the wrong advice, I actually think the wrong advice here is the actual advice.
Yeah, that's definitely not the
she
right
just sounds
advice.
like she's being. She just sounds like she doesn't want to break his heart.
She shagged the topless black man. And
I imagine he wasn't
now,
just topless at the time.
No,
I'd
he
be
probably
interested to see how
also
that
was
worked.
of a bottom naked as well.
Yeah, bottom naked, bottom half. Bottom half nudes.
I know what I said.
For lay down kisses.
Ew. Why does that sound horrible?
It's
open and shut, mate.
Development when she's like playing like the mentally ill woman that he always marries in it. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
And she jumps on the bed and goes, "I'm ready for lay down kisses now."
Oh, even retarded Charlize Theron's hot. It's crazy.
But yeah, so we're saying that's it, mate.
Yeah, open and shut. Like that is done and dusted.
Well, I think she's just trying to give him a little bit of hope when she shouldn't.
Yeah, I
but
think
good
that
luck
is-
to you, sir. I hope that resolved
That's what a mate
itself.
would do.
I hope that problem resolved itself somehow.
Yeah, he fucking realised that he wasn't the dad.
But maybe he'll still stand by her.
That's what you're getting from me on that one.
Do you want to read this next one? You probably don't.
Do you want me to read it?
Oh,
I will read it. I can read
I know.
for days. I'm going to fuck this up.
Don't read for days. You only have to read for a few seconds.
I have feelings for my stepbrother, but I do not know how to approach him to see if he feels the same. I am a boy of 18 and I live with my mother, her new husband and his son who is 20. My parents divorced when I was 15. I get on well with my stepfather and his family, but I have begun to have strong feelings for his son. I had a girlfriend for a while, but my feelings for my stepbrother are much stronger. I have no idea how he would take it.
Well, I think I know how you will want him to take it.
Anally. Right up the shitter.
So
the shitter. Right.
So he's in quite a pickle.
He is in quite a pickle because, I mean, I would assume that the stepbrother is not gay.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And this kid is gay. And he probably, I'm not sure if he's come to the conclusion that he's gay.
Yeah, I think he has, but like
He said he had a girlfriend.
maybe this is
Just tried her out. Just tested it.
Yeah, maybe
Sort
it's
of-
just the whole, he's ready to give it a go.
I want to know
and that
what
just
it
seems
is.
the easiest
I
option.
need a bit more of an explanation to figure out if I'm on this kid's side or not, as to what it is about his stepbrother that makes him so attractive.
He's a good cooker.
Do you have a lot in common? Maybe you like the same football team. Maybe perhaps that you both like fingering each other's bumholes.
I think
if you had that in common, then go for it.
I think it's just because he's there in the house with them. Maybe it just seems.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's just like,
But then the
there's a
dad's
guy,
there.
that
Why
could
doesn't he fancy the dad?
Well, that's
Stepdad.
Is that his stepdad?
No, he fancies his stepbrother.
Oh, yeah, because he's with
But
his mum.
his stepbrother lives there as well. isn't
Oh,
he?
yeah, he's with his mum and her new husband. And his son, who is 20. Well, he's 18. Oh, he's a couple of years older than him.
Yep.
Wow. Well,
See, I feel like if the older one was interested in that sort of situation, he would have made the move on the younger child. I don't think the younger child would make the first move on an older.
Whoa, I say so.
What? That wasn't even mildly offensive.
No. I just read
the response.
I just read through. Okay, we don't usually do this, but I just
No.
read the response for the first time.
Okay.
I'm getting the feeling that these responses are just like, I don't really know what to say. Like,
ooh, what a pickle.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for riding. I don't really know what to say. Like, so we just put.
Just imagine if the response just said, "Thanks for writing in,"
Yeah.
and that was it.
Check out my e-leaflet about starting your own business.
Yeah.
So the response,
Here's a list of other agony aunts that could possibly help you.
So the response: at 18, sexual feelings can be all over the place. If you have not seen yourself as gay until now, don't go rushing into anything, which could cause turmoil. Find out where your stepbrother sees his life. Ask him whether he wants to marry and have children. His answer should tell you a lot.
She's telling him to go for it. She's telling him to go for
She's
it.
basically being like, don't make him gay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading it as.
Perhaps, yeah. What she's telling him to do is like test the waters.
Yeah.
She's like, sort of try and get to like try and figure out his sexuality before you go making like a move like that.
Yeah. Well,
That's
18 and
encouragement.
20. Yeah, 18 and 20. Just fucking. So I know I never asked you this before, but do you want to get married and have kids? What?
That's weird.
It's a weird thing to ask me. You hardly talk to me. You just stare at me while I'm in my room. It's weird. What are you doing? Get off! What are you touching my arm for?
Could you stop pinching my nipple?
You need
Is
to
that
leave.
a thing?
You need to leave.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You tried.
Dear agony aunt.
I took your weird advice.
I'm now going to hang myself.
Yes, it didn't go well. So thank you.
Things are incredibly awkward. No one will speak to me, and I'm now going to take 17 prescription pills in one go. Goodbye, world.
Thank you, all-seeing fucking guys.
We would have helped. What would you? I would say if this guy was writing to us, be like, dude, don't do it. It's going to cause problems. Be on there, in there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Maybe give it more time.
If you're like
see.
gay and stuff, maybe just like look at other blokes and think what life might be like with them. Just try that instead of like your stepbrother. There's other men out there.
There's other stepbrothers that aren't yours.
Yeah, exactly. There's other men that are brothers, and then you can talk about being brothers.
Or, or just occasionally pretend to walk in on him when he's in the bathroom. And
Here
then
he
that
comes.
maybe you get your fix that way.
Here comes Defender. Here comes Captain Defender.
Step counts.
Step counts. Stepstones.
Oh no, I'm just giving a little bit of encouragement. I don't want to shake his confidence.
No, I don't go for it.
I don't want to shake his confidence.
We do this every time. You make me look like the bad guy for wanting to crush this person's love dreams. I'm being real, man. I'm just being real. At the end of the day, all I'm saying, I'm just being real. That's all I'm saying. I live in the real world where brothers shouldn't fuck each other.
Unfortunately, that's quite common in the real world, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
What, brothers fucking? I don't think brothers fucking is a common occurrence. Greg, you have brothers.
Dear God, yeah, no.
Dear God, no.
It's not happening.
There
I
you
know,
go.
I'm sure it's been on Jeremy Cole before.
I rest my case.
I'm sure it's been on Jeremy Cole before.
I won that round.
Case adjourned.
Case adjourned.
I'll see you next time at the appeal.
Score 1 for not incest. Oh dear.
I'll see you next time in the court for the bookager.
That's assault.
I'll throw him in the
I'll
salt.
do you for assault.
I don't throw salt at you. I throw the book at you.
Well,
so yeah, there's our advice, which I guess was.
And I guess
don't do it.
Yeah,
You
no,
want
that was don't do it. Don't, for the love of God. If you're gay, just go and look for other men. Like, I know you're infatuated with this one, but like, he'll probably support you. He's 20 years old, and it's 2016. We're living in a world where homosexuality isn't really a problem anymore, and he should probably accept that, unless he is from the deep south. Then he probably won't understand many things. And in fact, probably you could probably get away with fucking him because
Wow.
blood relations. Oh, he's not even
He's
blood,
not blood
is he?
relation.
Okay, well, up to you.
If you just talked yourself out of your decision.
That'll confuse the judge. Apparently, I wasn't done. But yeah, no, don't do it.
Just shoot yourself in the foot in court.
Shit yourself. Shit yourself in the foot. That's the title. Shit yourself in the foot. I don't even know. I'm not even drawing that. I'll tell you that now.
No, I don't know that one. There you go. Wasn't that pleasant?
Oh, that was hilarious.
I hope you didn't think that was too much of a cop-out.
No.
But you know what? We've never let you down before, have we?
No, right? Right?
So just trust
Right?
us. We know what we're doing here. We still took the time to sit down and talk to you for a few minutes, didn't we?
Yes.
Now, actually, Joe hasn't even heard the episode that you guys just heard at this point, and it does actually end with an agony answer. We didn't have to do one.
Excellent.
Ended with
Oh,
one
we
did
don't
with-
have to do
with
anything.
Lizzie.
This is nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Oh, we should do these more often.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a lot of work for me to do these cop-out episodes. And again, I'm not sure when I put this out yet, but rest assured there are regular
This
episodes
is when
following.
we run out of actual episodes. This will be going out.
Yeah.
Basically.
And there'll be regular episodes following. And you know, when we come back and start recording again, it'll be interesting because it would have been a couple, 2-3 months.
Well,
worth of episodes.
technically, we're not going away.
Yeah. For you guys,
you won't notice.
Yeah,
we'll,
you won't
we'll
notice.
be here every week,
Because
every other week.
Recorded for us, it would be like, wow, we haven't recorded in 3 months. So I'm actually already looking forward to doing that reunion episode.
Yeah, you're gonna have
where we can actually discuss all the things that have changed.
You're gonna have to have baby stories and shit.
You don't have to have baby stories.
No, but you're gonna.
Yeah,
It's great. It's kind of like this is like we're having our season break, but no one's gonna realise.
It's having a season break, but you won't realise because we're so fucking pro.
Yeah.
That we keep giving you
There's
episodes.
just there's a lot going on at the moment.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
So we need a little bit of time to make sure everything stays on track in our lives, and everything will be fine.
Yes, we're going through some life-changing moments.
Yeah.
We're seasoning.
It's not like a rehab thing or anything.
Oh
like that,
no, it's not nothing negative.
No, it's all positives.
It's all very
HIV positives.
Best believe. So, thank you again for listening, everyone. I, of course, have been Greg Cop Out, you fucking arsehole, Armstrong.
I've been Joe Cop Out Jackson.
That was a cop out.
It was a fucking cop out, wasn't it?
Enjoy, everyone. Farewell. Hi, Greg here. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Shortly after I finished editing the episode, I woke up in the morning to a message from Jack Webber, the Wolf of Kingston, as heard on Open All Powers podcast and has been a guest on ours talking about kebabs and such. In fact, there was a clip on the episode you just listened to. Anyway, I woke up in the morning and I had a WhatsApp message from Jack that he sent me at 3:30 in the morning, telling me that him and Joe had been very drunk and they'd got a kebab and gone and sat in the spot, an area in Kingston, which is pretty much a car park, where we usually go sit and eat our kebabs and talk about great topics at length and right the world's wrongs. Actually, we don't. We just sit there and eat our kebabs and talk shit, which is what they did. And they actually recorded it and sent me half an hour of this amazing conversation that Jack and Joe had, and I wasn't there for it. But it's actually pretty good. They talk about wrestling and how much they missed me not being sat there with them. So as a little extra, I'm throwing it at the end of this episode because I thought it was pretty good. So if you're not done yet listening to us talk bollocks, then stick around and listen to Joe and Jack talk some bollocks in some little bits of All Seeing Guys Extra minus Greg. Cheers, take care, goodbye.
Damn, that's a good kebab. It was a very good kebab. So we just came out of eating kebab. My name is Jack.
The Wolf of Kingston.
The Wolf of Kingston.
Some of you may know him as such a...
There should be an air horn in there somewhere, but we'll worry about that the next time.
Like a wolf cry. Just,
it's always about the reggae air horn, mate. And then I am joined here by Joe.
Joe, that's it.
Joe Ball Saxon. You know you like that name.
I like how it works.
It works
but
very well.
I just don't know. And fucking this car park is hype tonight, man.
This car park. Okay, so basically, Joe and I just had a few drinks at
we've gone to a particular spot, which I feel kind of bad about being in because Greg's not here because this is originally his spot.
Yeah. So originally, this is the Greg, Joe, and Jack spot. This is the spot that has been mentioned in previous episodes, and when we did the Fighting Cocks episode, and I'm pretty sure did we do it on the kebab episode as well? No, it wasn't on the kebab episode, but we have mentioned it.
I believe so.
So
we've definitely sat here.
We have
recorded something.
Absolutely. So back when we did the Fighting Cocks episode, we sat at the spot, which is literally like a couple of stone pillars.
Literally a couple of pillars.
A little bit of a wall.
Mm-hmm.
But it's where we go for a night out, have a few beers, have a few whiskies, and then we sit down.
It's basically just like a little bit of a relaxed spot to have your food, like before you get on the bus.
Pretty much.
You don't want to stand at the bus stop eating it.
No,
because
no
if your
one
bus
wants to
comes
stand at
along,
the
you
bus
got to get
stop.
on it. Like you know you got to get on it, so you might as well just eat this somewhere else.
So you might as well just go up a really dark, disgusting paedophile alley, and
how is one person's car turned into a nightclub?
That does happen a lot.
Mate, the spot can be ridiculous at times.
Because if you stop for a second and think about it, right? So that guy's got.
I feel like we've turned up to a car meet-up.
I feel like this feels like Tokyo Drift. Like we've literally just got some food on a walk home. We're like, okay, yeah, we'll sit down and go to the spot.
Ludacris is walking around fucking like telling people how nice their cars are.
You can't hear him very well, but Tyrese is yelling and he has no fucking idea where the fuck he is.
Not at all.
But there's a lot, I feel like
we've
gonna see a lot of neon lights.
So we ended up at Eden Kebab, which we've done before, but it needs to be said that this was not our first choice.
No.
And it was a bit of an effort.
Actually.
Because everywhere was so Wednesday night in Kingston is pretty crowded because it's, let's put it into mind, there's Kingston University, which is a big deal. Kingston University, you enjoying that? It's delicious, isn't it?
It's really fucking good.
So Kingston University has now got all the first year students in. Mm-hmm. And they're all here. And apparently, they're all just sat in the street.
Look, so I'm going to go in for a second and just explain this, right? So, sorry, I just kicked an empty can of special brew.
Oh my god, someone's been here already.
Someone's been here already.
Someone knows about the spot.
So, we, as Joe just said, there's a place in Kingston called Chickerland.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it purely based on the fact that Chickerland has got really good chicken wings.
We very much know about the late night spots because Jack sometimes finishes up late and wants somewhere to go for a bit of a...
it's a late finish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a late finish sort of place, so obviously you go to
just like to go for a bit of a chow afterwards.
But there's a couple of fucking chicken spots that stay open well late.
Oh, yeah. And so Chickerland basically stays open till like 4 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to go there for some chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
love a chicken wing, man.
But then Joe actually made a very good point of saying, fuck, we're in the middle of the street at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and why are there so many people on the ground? And it was
everyone was just sat in the street.
Everyone was in the street, yeah. It was like full on like club night, so we were like, fuck that, we'll go to where we know. We'll go to Eden. Mm-hmm. Went to Eden, got our food. But even coming out of there, so many people in the room.
They were lined up outside, they were sat outside Backers like they were waiting for Jeep tickets.
It was like fucking sold out Foo Fighters concert. Like, there's no need for that. It's Kingston.
Mate, what was it? We went to Chickerland.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we checked out Fish and Chicks. There were people sat outside Fish and Chicks. Everyone It feels like this new wave of like university people.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Are
like
used to just
we
sitting on the
have to
ground.
also say that as well. Like this week, it is freshers as well.
Yeah. All the
So
new people
all the-
getting out and like investigating their areas.
But you know what? It comes back to the old term, was it? I remember my first beer.
Pretty much. It really does. It's
I remember
really
my
that
first
sort
beer.
of like situation. There's girls with like eye
So
makeup.
18-year-olds that have just had their first WKD and they're twatted out in the middle of the road.
There's girls. They're all walking around in like costumes, not costumes, but just like the same attire.
Look,
they're all
but
wearing
you-
like coloured t-shirts.
So I'm not choking on a kebab, but
Worth it.
you would think it was a costume, but it's not. That's just how they dress now. Right? You think,
They
fuck
had
me.
to stay in their groups.
You're like, fuck me, that chick is like hybrid, dude.
And they're just like, yeah, but she's wearing a yellow t-shirt and we're red, so you can't fucking.
No, you can't go over there.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit dodgy over there. No, I
Yeah, man.
don't really get it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, man.
Do you know, I've never actually like.
I've been in Kingston for a long time, and I've seen my fair share of like freshers' nights and stuff like this. But like, this whole trend of just like sitting in the
Yeah,
street.
do you
where
know
the
what?
fuck has this come
Also,
from?
how fucking unattractive is that, man? Like, you know what? It's like, yeah, I'm a slag. You want to take me home? You want to fucking take me home?
Don't even take me home. Just fuck me in the street.
Take me home and fuck me in the shitter. But make sure it's in the middle of the street. Yeah, I like to get my trout out in the middle.
no.
In the middle of the
No.
street. No, but come on.
Your
like-
trout.
No, maybe not
Sniff
trout.
my mackerel.
Do you know what? When you said that, I was trying to think of a different fish.
Halibut.
I was like-
Halibut.
I was trying to be
If
like.
you're trying to beat mackerel, it's always halibut.
I was trying to be like, fuck salmon.
Great band name. Fuck salmon.
Fuck salmon, yeah. That'd be sick.
Not even just like, it doesn't even sound like a your stance on fish. Not fuck salmon, just fuck salmon.
Fuck
Not
salmon.
Like, fuck salmon, man. Just fuck salmon.
Fuck salmon.
Yeah. Like
Oh, that's
sexy,
great.
like sexy salmon.
Like sexy salmon. But like, it's like.
Also, I'm
Salmon.
now starting
Sexy
to wonder
salmon.
how long someone's been sat in that car behind.
Oh shit!
All of a sudden, revved up out of nowhere.
So for all the viewers back at home that are listening to us right now, Joe just joked on his kebab, but we also have to take into account the drug dealer car that's behind us.
Like,
is that a Beamer or a Merc? It looks like a Beamer.
Can't tell.
The lights are too bright.
The lights are too bright, man.
When the lights are too bright, you know that they're clearly selling some
Tinted,
Class A's.
mate. That is tint. There's a tint on those
Tint
windows.
as no, wait,
But,
hold
like,
on. No, that is a Beamer. Yeah,
Can
I've
I just
seen
say
his back plate.
that I know, like the spot.
just
no,
seen
the
his back
spot.
plate.
The spot where we are. It's right next to a car park, and this car park is not usually this busy.
It's not this
But
busy.
tonight, there's like a little meet-up going on, and it's not dodgy. It's clearly just a bunch of mates.
That's why we
It's all
made
met up.
that Fast and the Furious joke earlier, because it literally looks like Fast and the
Mate, I'm
Furious.
not even lying. I'm not getting gassed. I'm not taking the piss out of these guys because they're in earshot, and they all look fucking hard.
So what we like to do is we like to get as close with the action as we possibly can. And right now we've got a couple of road men and drag racers within earshots. So trying to keep you guys as updated as possible. But this is as real as
We're on the down low.
We're on the down low. Yeah. You could be talking about anything right now, couldn't we?
We can do whatever we want, man.
How's your dog doing, Joe?
Don't have one, mate.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet.
Into that chapter.
Right. I didn't even think about that before we actually got here. Until you were like, yo, this car park is busy.
It was lit.
I was like, because we were walking up here.
Greg's been here before,
Yeah.
and he's heard people in the car park breaking into cars, but he's been so dedicated to the spot. He's just like, I'm not turning around, and I'm just gonna sit here. Ignorantly.
I'm good. I'm just enjoying my kebab.
And ignorantly eat my kebab.
See, this is it. That's the dedication to the spot. That's the dedication to the spot, because it's like, I've got my kebab. I'm Greg Armstrong, kebab enthusiast.
If I just put my headphones on
If I put my headphones on and cry a single tear and pretend I haven't heard anything. If someone's getting broken into,
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't see
it's
it,
not a big deal, you
if
know?
I didn't see it, I couldn't have prevented it. You know what? I would have done the same thing.
Not broken into someone's car.
Not even recording anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I was still going.
God, man.
That makes it even better.
About 10 minutes? Jesus.
On for a whole 10 minutes. That's cool.
Spot shots. Spot talk.
Spot talk.
On the spot.
Fuck. That could be a thing.
On the spot.
I mean, like, we got the whole, show Joe
Mate,
shit
people
thing.
we should just bring here and interview them.
What if?
On the spot.
What if, right, because,
Oh, I'm getting burpy.
What, that was very nice,
Yeah.
actually. What if you and Greg went out, not kidnap someone, but, like, grab someone, right? There's a difference between kidnapping and grabbing. What if you found someone...
Grabbing
right?
is what the gypsies do when they want a bride.
Yeah, but
It's
you're not
called grabbing.
gypsy, so it's chilled.
No.
So you find someone that you
I
think
feel like
super
if we
cool.
were gypsied, we'd be all right.
Yeah, you might. I mean, like you got
I feel-
the pink slip. The pink slip.
In all honesty, in my lifetime, I feel below gypsies.
For the point.
Is it?
Wow.
Okay. Mate, fucking the spot's rowdy, man. Wednesday night.
It is rowdy. Fucking hell. Have you ever owned a Dodge Charger RT 750?
Only in Grand Theft Auto.
See, this is it. Like, if we went into that car park right now, I've driven it. I can ride.
Mate, it's gone in 60 seconds in there.
Right.
I'm not fucking walking in there, bruv.
Yeah, they do look proper. Like, look at that. That's proper Dodge.
Mm.
Like, I can drive a car, just not legally. But if I did drive a car, I could do some mental GTA shit around Kingston. We would 100%
I don't
hands
think
down
I'm
get
even
arrested.
capable of driving a car confidently, illegally.
It is. It's very difficult.
Yeah, man, you got to
It's
fucking have some
difficult.
confidence behind you for that shit.
Absolutely.
Shout out to eating kebab once again.
Yeah,
always the best.
Should we?
Chicken shawarma.
Should we maybe give this a little bit of a
I mean, I don't know what this is
knock
for,
on the head?
but I like
I
it.
don't really know what this is for.
This is nice.
I just think it's quite cool, you know.
So basically, wrap
Two
it up.
guys,
The spot's awesome. Eating kebab's great, and for some reason, all the new students are sitting in the ground. Makes sense of that.
I feel like we just wanted to really chat about the fact that, I got a mouthful of fucked meat.
A mouthful of fuck meat.
Yeah, man.
That's Jack, mouthful of fuck meat Weber.
Jack, full of mouth fucked meat,
Mouth
Weber.
fuck meat.
Fuck me in the mouth, Weber.
Mouth fuck meat.
No.
Jack is currently climbing Mount Fuck Meat.
I'm climbing Mount Fuck Meat. I've reached the summit, and there is more meat. No. So yeah, basically, the entire town is full of people passed out on the side of the street. And
They
it's
are.
super weird.
Like, in all honesty.
How's it going, Harry? You alright?
Hey, what's going on, man?
You're good, dude. How you doing?
I've just seen Jane to her bus stop.
Our friend Harry just turned up.
Go to the
Friend of mine from the Fighting Cocks.
Place.
Oh, she's not good?
No, the Bacchus is the bad place.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant Jane.
No.
She said, because I saw her briefly.
Small
like,
disclaimer for the listeners, nobody wants to get a back because it's an extremely bad place. There's a hole in the ground where everyone dies.
Absolutely fine. We're recording for no reason, just recording a conversation.
Have a good one, boys.
See you soon, mate.
Take care, man.
Sick. That was our
wanted to know part of it.
That was our friend Harry there that just wanted to come
Not
over
Harry
and say
Bone.
hello. Not Harry Bone. No, Harry Bone was an absolute legend.
Just in case this ends up in the hands of Greg and we need to reference who Harry Bone is.
Oh no, I'm sending this to Greg tomorrow.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, like, this probably won't be the original. This is the original edit. But like,
yeah, don't edit this. There's no reason.
Greg's gonna. I'm gonna send this to Greg, and he's gonna do his.
Mate, I don't know what he's gonna do with it.
Garmsley thing.
I don't know what he's gonna edit.
What was that thing? That name you called Grigorovich Garmsley, or something like that.
Yo, there's a fucking fox over there. Watch it. Wait.
Wow. Wow.
There it is.
Wow. Oh shit, that's really close.
Nah, but it's little. It's like a little fox, like a child.
Yeah, a baby fox.
Like a Megan Fox.
Why did you do that face?
I don't know why I did that face. But it's okay. You no one knows what I
Do you mind if I put a cigarette off you, please?
Oh.
Thanks, man. And we're the best two friends that we ever
had. We're the best. Wolf pack. Not just one.
Right, I got a question for you then. Seeing as how we're both sat here and we're drunk and we've had kebabs.
That's excellent.
And
I like
that's
questions.
Recording.
Ask me all the questions you
Right,
want.
okay, so I've got a good one for you. Top 3, right? So basically, me and Joe really like wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
I watch it as much as I can, but it's more of a nostalgic thing.
I tell you what, I've been very similar to you recently, and going onto YouTube and going through like old school stuff.
Yeah.
Like from like 1999 up to like 2001. I bet that kind of like those.
97's a good year as well. Watch
97's a good
shit.
year.
You had like Bad Blood, all that sort of stuff.
98's a big year for Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And Mankind, because it was the Hell in a Cell match, the infamous.
That's right.
Like
that's the one
which
where
will go down in history as the most
the
infamous.
best Hell in a Cell match of all time.
It will go down as the most infamous match of all time.
Right.
Just because of that drop off the top. It was such a big.
He goes straight through it.
It was such a massive spot. That like there's not a single video that you could find. You could type into like YouTube, you know, wrestling best of, and guarantee you.
And what that would be the thing that comes up.
Every like top 5 like videos listed in that will have the Mankind drop off the cell. Guarantee you.
Because did you see that one as well, where like he was like facilitating the match? What was it? He was the ref.
He was.
And Vince McMahon came out and tried to pull down the cage. Who was it that was in the ring? I can't fucking remember who it was now.
Was that Cade and Stone Cold?
I think... No, it was fucking... it was Shane... It was Shawn Michaels.
Oh, that goes... Yeah, that's 90...
No,
that's
it was...
98.
That was
98 WrestleMania.
That was the triple threat one. It was like fucking Rikishi... The one with Rikishi, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker.
No, that can't. Wait, no, not Rikishi. They weren't. No.
No, but like Rikishi
Shawn
gets
Michaels
like chucked.
He
gets chucked.
That's the Hell in the Cell.
That's the Hell in the Cell. Yeah.
That's 6 feet. That's I know this because I fucking watched it.
The Rock was there
so many times. It was The Rock, Stone Cold.
The Rock, Triple H. Triple H was there.
It was The Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Rikishi, The Undertaker, and Triple H.
Yep, that is the one. Yes,
the first
it.
Hell in a Cell, six-man Hell in a Cell.
And Rikishi gets fucking plonked off the top.
Yeah.
Lands in the back of that pickup truck.
Oh,
and then Mick Foley comes out, as he was at the time.
They were
Mick
all
Foley.
so wrecked from that.
And they were all twatted.
So good.
Absolutely twatted.
That was like one of the best things
I actually went back the other night and watched that with Adam, and we got a shitload of cans and just smashed a load of cans.
You know what's good?
And watched that match. And it was
so
good.
That's really, really good. You know what also is good is Undertaker versus Edge. Hell in a Cell.
Oh really?
Undertaker versus Edge, Hell in a Cell is sick. It's so good.
What was the one we watched the other day? It was fucking Undertaker versus
Shawn Michaels?
I think it was Shawn Michaels, yeah.
Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell is fucking violent as well, man.
Yeah,
supposedly,
I can imagine.
Like Undertaker goes in with like a broken hand, so he's got this like cast on.
Yeah.
But then he uses that to like bust Brock Lesnar open.
And just
there's
twats
blood,
him in
there's
the
blood.
face.
Like you've never seen Undertaker bleed so much. I know it's all ridiculous and shit, but like he
well, no, because
mate,
do you know what? There's
a fucking artery.
There's a guy that drinks in the Cox, right? His name's Toby, and him and his Mrs. Erin, they no, what's her name? No, Ellen. Sorry, my mistake. Ellen. So Toby and Ellen, they're wrestlers, and they go to a wrestling school and they do it. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
They're cool, man. Yeah, they're the nicest people you ever meet. And they basically came in. We were chatting about wrestling and stuff over the bar, and they were saying to me that the reason it's called wrestling entertainment, and the reason why it is orchestrated. Yeah. So like someone knows a move, but at the same time the opponent knows what they're going to do as well. So like it's very orchestrated.
It's been like that for years and
but
years.
Then
but they know how to like if someone's doing a move on them,
so
they know how to land.
How to counteract it.
No. It's not so much counteract it, but they know how to land.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And then sell it.
Yeah.
So they can land and
because it's entertainment.
There's a bit of discomfort. Don't get me wrong. In every single fucking move they do, there's a bit of discomfort.
But he was saying to me, he was like, if someone does a move and the other person like fucks up, that's where you get your fucking broken bones and your twisted ankles.
That's
and
your botches, man.
You know,
That's
that's
your
where you get
general
fucked up.
botch. Like,
that's when it becomes real.
Have you ever watched Botchamania?
No, what's that?
Type in. Okay, so it's on YouTube. It's been going for quite some time now, but it's basically a guy that does a compilation of all like the botches from like WWE, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, basically any wrestling organisation.
You were telling me about Lucha Underground. I need to watch that shit.
Lucha Underground's amazing.
That shit is gnarly.
That shit's tight as fuck, man. It's so fucking gnarly.
So nuts.
Because it is like, it's very much like a soap opera in a way. But it's like,
they like
but
jump from the crowd.
The wrestling is so amazing because it's all like luchador inspired.
Yeah,
shit.
it's all like athletic.
So you want
shit.
it to be like acrobatic and stuff like that. But there's big guys in there doing acrobatic shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's big burly dudes doing some gnarly shit, man. It's fucking cool.
And that's pretty impressive because if you weigh like fucking.
The way they do it though is the way it seems like more of a TV show is because they do it in seasons, whereas it's like the WWE is.
It's kind of like when it happens.
It's never
it
ending.
happens.
No, it's never ending. You know, they got their Monday spot, they got their fucking like Tuesday spot.
Yeah.
They got whatever like fucking like the NXT shit, and then they've got pay-per-views and stuff.
I never
like
actually
that.
watched the NXT shit properly.
Mate, NXT's tight. NXT's
I've
like
watched
all
Lucha
the
Underground.
upcoming people. So all the people coming up is coming from NXT. But
Sick.
there's some gnarly people. There's a dude in there called Aleister Black, and he's just like this fucking like death metal dude.
What's that fucking Braun Strowman dude? Is it Braun Strowman?
He's current.
He's supposed to be like the next big show.
He's getting pushed as the next like monster.
Yeah.
He's the next monster of the wrestling.
Yeah.
He's like he's your immovable object, if you will.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going his way that he's going to be top of the
mountain. I was in the pub last night with Jacko. Joe and I have a good friend called Jacko, big curly mustache guy.
Me
He's
and Greg
incredible.
want to get him on our podcast.
Oh, he is.
So fucking bad.
Dude, honestly, he is one of my greatest friends, but he is the weirdest fucking dude.
But that's why I love it, man.
I think I've ever met in my entire life.
I've chatted with Jacko so many times down the pub.
Like his views on the world.
But it's just
insane.
I've had just regular conversations with Jacko that will easily just spiral into madness.
Yeah.
And I like that because that is. I've sat there and had a conversation, and halfway through the conversation, I've thought to myself, I need to get Jacko on the podcast.
Jacko is the kind of guy.
His mind works in such a beautiful, mad way.
He is. Look, this is why I get along quite well with him. He's a very close friend of mine. But
he's so easy.
You could literally say to him, "How's your day today, mate?" And he'd go, "Yeah, it's all right. Did a bit of work for my dad's. Painted my front room. How do you feel about Pink Floyd?" And he'd be like, "All right, well, I
wasn't expecting this.
I quite like Pink Floyd. They're cool." He's like, "Oh, well, you know, we're listening to Brick in the Wall and painting the walls. Kind of want to buy myself a new pet dog." And you'd be like, "All right, is that random?"
Yeah.
But like you go along with it because he actually he does it in a way that it makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. Quickly, what's your favourite WrestleMania?
Fuck, dude. Favorite WrestleMania. See, that's a difficult one.
It's tough, right?
It's tough.
It's very tough.
What's yours?
You go first. I go with what is it? WrestleMania 17, and it was the headline was The Rock versus Austin for the title.
That was a very good one.
And then lower down from that, it was things like Undertaker versus Triple H. It was the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Ed and Christian in the TLC match.
Sick.
That shit was insane.
I'll tell you what.
And then it was like, oh mate, no, even on like early on in that, on the card, it was Kane, Undertaker, and Raven in a hardcore triple threat, and they went all round the back. Like, here's the thing about the match, right?
Go on.
At one point,
I'm just gonna have a bite of my kebab here. I'm getting ready for this
so
story.
at one point, Raven gets into a golf buggy, and he starts to drive away, and then Kane jumps on the back of him and starts choking him, and he loses control and just like steers into like what basically looks like where people are sitting inside the arena.
Yeah.
But there's this giant electrical fucking cord
going along the ground, and they like run over it, and basically if any more damage had been done to that cord, WrestleMania would have gone off in the air.
It would have gone off the air.
It would have gone off the air, man. Like literally, like power out everything. Like the arena, the fucking like connections to the television, like everything that was like bringing it out. And it was so gnarly. Like fucking Raven got thrown through a window. It was like the gnarliest shit, and it was like the third card. It was like the third match.
I think one of my favourite ones must be. I think it was WrestleMania, but like as far as matches go, that the Undertaker went up against Mick Foley in I think it was Hell in a Cell.
That would have been King of the Ring. That was King of the Ring. That was
like,
old school.
Do you remember that part where the Undertaker, he literally like threw down a load of tacks?
Yeah.
Put a load of tacks on the ground and then like fucking choke slammed Mick Foley into these tacks.
Mate, that was wrestling. That was wrestling at a whole new level.
That was
like, everyone the great thing about that match is that halfway through the match they stop referring to him as Mankind, and they're just like, Mick Foley is cool. They're just like, fuck characters. Like this is Mick Man, and we're pretty sure that this guy has just fucking been broken like in half.
In the
God, he's
voice.
broken in half.
Broken in half.
It's
I like
gnarly shit, man.
Like,
it's crazy.
There's been some good WrestleManias, but I will say, like,
it seems ridiculous to have such an in-depth conversation, but it is like, I mean, I watched this shit like when I was like 10 years old, and then as you do when you get a bit older, you kind of sort of like get away from it a bit. But then I went back to it,
and you go back and watch it.
Now I'm in this bit like where I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
I'll watch them.
I'm still kind of a little bit into it because there's these like, Bray Wyatt. Currently, Bray Wyatt, fucking love him.
Who was it that
fucking, like, horrible, creepy dude?
I tell you what, on the subject of wrestling, and I missed this part out, but we managed to stream WrestleMania back in, I think it was like May.
The most recent one.
Yeah, the most recent one.
So like April
or May, that sort of time. Yeah, we went back and re-streamed it, and when I say re-streamed, we watched it when it was happening.
Yeah.
And it was like me, Adam, and our friend Tash.
Yeah, I remember you sending me like WhatsApp.
And yeah, I messaged you. I messaged you.
What was it? Oh,
I messaged you at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, dude, shit's getting real. Come over.
I was like, dude. At the time, I was like, I woke up the next day and I was like, I hate my job, and this motherfucker's like sending me shit that I got to look at like fucking 8 in the morning.
Jesus Christ, dude, could you not have picked a better time?
I'm just like, really?
I have a backwards clock, and I stay up late for all the viewers. I work in this bar, which has been mentioned a few times, and we tend to go to sleep at about 5 o'clock in the morning when everyone else is going to work.
What are you going to do, right? Shit
but yeah, we were watching WrestleMania, and I missed this bit.
Yeah.
And I found out about this after we watched it, because we were like streaming links and shit. But what was that?
I don't know. Oh no, me! I thought I had some shit on my fingers.
Sounded like a fox. Sounded like a fox getting boned really quickly. So as you all know, we are in the middle of Kingston High Street at the Spot, and anything can be said and happened.
Man, you know, I mean, one girl's got her shoes off already. She's just given up on life.
You know that a girl's given up on life when she takes her shoes off.
I can see that girl's ass as she's walking. Can you see that?
Well,
the girl with the slit
time
up,
she
the
walks,
slit up the back, you can see her cheeks.
You see a little crease, yeah.
Man, Kingston, you got mate. Kingston's lively, man.
Rough. Slags.
This is a good stoop session.
This is a good stoop session, but I was gonna say,
I feel bad that Greg's not here.
Yeah,
because I feel like we're really. Yeah. I feel like we need to pay homage to Greg because this is his spot.
Can we just like? I'm gonna. I'll tell you what. Do you know what? I'm gonna do this right now. You won't be able to see this.
Have we literally been talking for a half an hour?
Yeah.
Dude, what is the time?
We've nearly done a podcast.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's sick.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna take a bit of kebab meat right now. You can't actually see this. I'm gonna take a bit of kebab meat.
He's gonna pour it out for his homie.
And I'm gonna pour it out for
Not
Greg.
that he's dead.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
But
he's just not present.
It's the fact that we're appreciating that it would have been a lot better if Greg was here, but we just ended up in a situation where we're talking at the stop.
I'm gonna cut this now
at the spot
because I've realised it's now 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go home. Otherwise, I'm wasting tomorrow completely, and I don't want to do that.
I've got to go to. I've got to go to fucking Freshers.
Yes,
Fair
you
tomorrow.
do, man. I might see you there. That might be funny.
So
be mental.
here's how I'm going to sign this off.
You can find us
This
on
is
Stitcher
fuck
Radio. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on SoundCloud.
Look out for Jack and Reese's podcast, which will never come out.
Yeah.
Where's that fucking episode, man?
Well, we hate each other, so it's one of those.
Don't.
Yeah, we do.
Mate, that's what makes podcasts.
Yeah.
People that hate each other,
Do you hate
love
Greg?
that shit. I love Greg.
Yeah. I don't love what?
I don't love Greg.
You were just about to say
I love
that you
Greg.
love Greg.
No, I don't love Greg,
Joe,
but I
it's
love Greg.
It's okay. It's okay. Just.
I love Greg. He's like the gay lover I never had.
Yeah. So. Okay, hold on.
So in
conjunction with.
In conclusion, this is the stoop, and wrestling's awesome.
That's basically it. I've been Jack Rikishi Weber.
Is it? I've been Stone Cold Joe Jackson.
Ah, that was sick! We're about to high five, but you can't see it. Bye-bye.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or BritpodScene on Twitter to find out more.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @Podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.